you should be able to hear my voice. Can you hear my voice? Very good. Now let us begin.
I know you would cry. How do I know? Because I've done it to one of you fuckers in real life, and you have cried. You cried and apologized to me, and you even said that I made you feel like a bitch. I always call him Rusty Spoon, but I think his name's Rusty Cage.
The YouTuber Rusty Cage. It was implied that he cut his own head off.
YouTuber Rusty Cage may have decapitated himself via guillotine on a YouTube live stream. It's not clear if it's a prank or not.
I think Rusty's dead.
And now he's gone forever.
This guy just beheaded himself on a YouTube live stream.
Did Rusty take things too far by doing this?
From the unfettered corners of the dark web.
Why are white women always having sex with dogs?
A couple of guys who aren't afraid to tell it like it is.
If they stopped making the kids so fat, then maybe the pit bulls wouldn't eat him as much.
They won't be censored.
Go ahead and cancel me. I don't work for you, asshole.
They can't be controlled.
I can say whatever I want.
This is locker room talk like you've never heard before.
It's called beating your children. It works.
This is not your grandma's radio.
How long can people possibly consume this garbage?
This is the Rusty Cage Show.
Are you serious, Rusty? You returned? Oh my goodness.
Hey, how's it going?
You guys showed up just in time.
Yeah, the wife hates it when I show up home late, so I figured I'd get this last stop in and get that controller set down there.
Yep, we've got a big show planned for today, so here's hoping that this works out. Whoa, okay, so got enough room there?
Yeah, we should be good. Let me just set this bad boy down. Now, where do you want this thing?
There's a spot right there behind the desk.
Alrighty.
Whoa, okay. These things are getting awfully sophisticated now, aren't they?
Yeah, Cage Tech does their best to make them as real as they can.
So, does it just turn on? Do I have to do anything?
I just let it warm up for a few minutes, but here I need your signature. Yeah, it'll be on in no time. But if you do have any technical problems or anything, just give that number a call.
Alrighty then.
Let me just get a picture here for confirmation. All right, let me get out of your hair. You have a good one.
Yeah, have a good day. Right. Just wait for it to turn on. Is this working okay? So I guess we can start the show whenever you want, Rusty. Maybe just take a few more minutes to let the viewers roll in. right. Just a few more minutes here. Let me just take a look at some things. I guess we're about to begin. Are we live? We are live. Okay. Well, then I guess I'll just get us started here. All right, then. Ladies and gentlethems, welcome back to a new and improved Rusty Cage Show! Now, we have been off the air for a while, and boy, I'm telling you that everything's been cooking in the oven because this show, this new and improved show, this is going to be unlike anything you've ever seen before. Rusty and I are so excited to bring this brand new entertainment product to you, and hopefully, everyone watching at home, you're going to have a great time because... Christ! God damn it.
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show's having some technical difficulties.
What the fuck was
Stay
that?
tuned and we'll be right back.
Okay. I see what we're going to have to do here.
Just a few more minutes and the show will be right back on the air.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Thank you for calling Cage Tech Juicing Solutions, where we take God's lemons and turn it into your profit. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, marca 8. For questions about opening
Sorry,
a new
folks.
account,
Looks like the
please
show's
press
having
or
some
say
technical
1.
difficulties.
For questions about an existing account, please press or say 2.
Fucking
For
Christ, come
billing-related
on.
inquiries,
Come on.
please press or say 3.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be
For all
right
other
back.
inquiries, please press or say 4. Okay, in a few words, please tell us what you're calling
Technical
about.
support.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. In a few words,
Human.
please say...
Let me talk to a human.
Thank you for watching the Rusty
You
Cage
want to
Show.
speak with one of our biological agents, is that correct?
Yes.
Please press or say 1 for yes, or 2
Yes.
for no. Okay.
Don't go
please remain
anywhere.
on the
We'll be
line.
right
One of our
back.
agents will be with you shortly.
Your call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. All of our agents are currently assisting other customers.
Damn it, this is gonna
Your
take a
current
while.
estimated wait time is 2 minutes.
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show's having some technical difficulties.
People. Let's see here. Hey guys. Sorry to keep you all waiting.
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show's having some technical difficulties. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Few more minutes. Okay.
Hello, thank you for calling Cage Tech. This is William speaking. How may I be of assistance?
I need to talk to Samir.
Okay, are you having an issue that perhaps I could help you with?
Just put Samir on the phone.
Okay, I will connect you to Samir Subramanian. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No.
Okay, well, I was very happy.
Just a few more minutes and the show will be right back on the air.
Remaining on the line after this call is over to answer a
Put
quick...
Samir on. Put him on.
Okay, no problem, sir. Thank you for calling Cage Tech. Please allowing a few moments for me to transfer you to Samir.
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show's having some technical difficulties. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Company.
Thank you for calling Cage Tech. This is Samir. May I please ask your name, please?
Emperor Lemon.
Ah, Mr. Lemon, our news star. How may I help you, please?
The fucking Rusty Cage you sent us is glitching out.
Thank you
It
for
just
watching
started
the Rusty
screaming,
Cage
and I had to
Show.
unplug it in the middle of the show.
Please, calm down.
Calm down. Samir, we're supposed to be live right now. Fix this.
Yes, you are right. Okay. It sounds like it needs to be rebooted.
Don't go
Mr. Lemon,
anywhere.
I
We'll be
understand your
right back.
frustration. This is a quick and easy fix, but I'm going to have to transfer you
No.
to technical support. Is this okay?
No.
Okay, Mr. Lemon.
Don't
we
touch
will
that
get this
dial,
fixed
folks.
for you I will transfer
No,
you
no, no.
now.
I need you to fix this.
Please staying on the line
Stop talking. No, no,
I
no.
will transfer you now.
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show is having some technical difficulties.
Hello, thank you for calling Cage Tech. This is John Smith speaking to you. May I please get a name to address
This
you?
is Emperor Lemon. I already spoke to Samir. He transferred me to you. The rusty case that was delivered to me is defective,
Sorry,
and I need it
Looks
fixed
like the show's
ASAP.
having some technical difficulties.
I am sorry you're having issues with your product. Could you please allow me a few moments to check in the internal notes?
Yes, John Smith. That is fine.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lemon.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
God, what a fucking joke. Alright. Here again.
Just a few more minutes, and the show will be right back on the air.
About ready. Just a few more.
Hello, Mr. Lemon.
Yes.
I have looked through your notes and see that you are having issues with the rusty cage unit.
Yes.
Okay, I
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show is having some technical difficulties.
Yes, I've already unplugged it, and it's been over 15 seconds.
I understand. In order to reboot it from here, I will ask you now to plug the unit back in. Please let me know when you have done so.
Okay,
Thank
plugging
you for
in now.
watching the Rusty Cage Show.
Oh, God!
Alright, it's plugged back in, and it's still screaming.
I see this on our network. Please allow me a moment to
This
restart.
feels kind of dangerous.
We'll
He's
be
shaking
right
and convulsing a lot. Fuck.
Okay, sir. Has the unit become silent?
Yes, John Smith. It has.
Okay, thank you. I am rebooting the internal system now. This will take a few moments. Please tell me when the eyes glow red.
Don't touch that dial, folks.
Okay,
The Rusty
nothing
Cage
yet.
Show will be right back.
Just a few more moments. Are you having a good day so far today, Mr. Lemon?
Alright, they just turned red.
Okay, this is good. Now, Mr. Lemon, we will have to calibrate the system. If you look behind the right ear of the unit, you will see 4 screws. Please remove the panel and then you will see a button.
Hold on.
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show is having some technical difficulties. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Just a few more minutes, and the show will be right back on the air.
Alright, yeah, I see it.
Please press the button and hold for 10 seconds.
I've gotta touch this thing? Really?
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show is having some technical difficulties. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
ओह मेरे पास सभी उंगलियां हैं चाकू जाता है चॉप चॉप
Has
चॉप
it begun to speak?
I guess he's speaking some weird nonsense language.
Okay, continue pressing the button until it reaches
Thank you
your
for
desired
watching the Rusty Cage Show.
О, у меня есть все пальцы, нож идет. О, tengo
Don't go
todos mis
anywhere.
dedos.
We'll be right
Cuchillo
back.
va chop. Oh, I have all my fingers. The knife goes chop.
Alright,
chop,
it's in English. Now what?
Okay, sir. Now I will begin installing the program update and your issue should no longer persist. Please allow me just a few moments.
Okay.
Don't touch that dial, folks. The Rusty Cage Show will be
Hey
right
guys,
back.
Rusty here. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm just finishing up rewiring the audio.
Sorry,
interface.
folks. Looks like the show is
Only a
having
few
some
more
technical difficulties.
Sir.
Okay, the eyes just stopped glowing. Just calm down, Rusty.
Has the unit issue been resolved?
Where am I?
Just chill
Stay
for a
tuned
second,
and we'll
Rusty.
be right
Yes,
back.
John Smith, I think that fixed it.
Okay, Mr. Lemon. I am happy your
Who's
issue
John
was
Smith?
able to
Hey, just shut up for a second.
Sir?
Sorry, not you, John Smith.
Okay, good. So if you don't mind staying on the line
Why have
after
you
the
done
call
this?
to answer a quick
What have you done to me?
Hey, stop.
Sorry, folks.
Stop.
Looks like the show
Listen
is
to me
having
for one
some
moment.
technical
There's a lot to
difficulties.
explain. We got to get back to the show. A live show, Rusty. We're about to be back live.
What are you talking about?
We've got 13,000 people watching, and I need you
Thank
to
you for
focus. I
watching
need you
the
to sit
Rusty
down,
Cage Show.
and I need you to play ball.
Don't
or
go
else
anywhere.
this is
We'll
going to
be
be
right
over
back.
for both of us.
I met God. I saw them. I was there. I was in their presence. I saw my salvation. I was so close I could touch it. I almost
Sorry,
did it.
folks. Looks like the show is having
All right,
some
Rusty, I don't
technical
know what you're talking about
difficulties.
right now, but your salvation is right here. This is your salvation. We have work to do. The audience is waiting. We need to make content.
Don't
We
touch
have
that
an
dial,
obligation
folks.
to the
The Rusty
viewers
Cage
and
Show
the
will be
investors.
right back.
So sit down, shut the fuck up, and run the show like you're supposed to. And for God's sake, be entertaining.
Just a few more minutes and the show will be right back on the air.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll explain the rest later. We're about to go live now, so just get ready.
Sorry, folks. Looks like the show's having some technical
It's the Rusty Cage Show, so tell all your friends where we can come together and the party never ends. It's the Rusty Cage Show, we'll have so much fun. We hate to keep you waiting, so be patient, everyone. Our host is Rusty Cage, and he's really a hoot. And Emperor Lemon will be joining us too. It's the Rusty Cage Show, the Rusty Cage Show, the show for everybody who has nowhere else to go. The Rusty Cage Show, we hope you enjoy, 'cause life is really short and soon the world will be destroyed. Don't you dare stop watching, 'cause we're here for a while. We'll make extra sure that you leave with a smile. You're gonna fucking smile. La 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 la. Hello. Test. Test. I feel like every time I go live, something really bad happens. And I'm not really quite sure what to do. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rusty Cage Show. My name is Rusty Cage. I am joined here by my good friend, Emperor Lemon. Thank you, Emperor Lemon.
And I'm here too, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to be back. It is good to be back. You tried to get rid of us. You tried to get rid of Rusty Cage. You know, all this smoke, all this talk about this fake suicide. Oh no, folks. Rusty Cage actually did kill himself. He was actually dead. Pronounced dead. You can look up the records. But we brought him back. Using never-before-seen, unprecedented scientific technology, we brought him back right into this chair. Now, can I hear some enthusiasm from the folks at home? Because this kind of stuff doesn't happen every day. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, on the Rusty Cage Show. And boy, have we got a show for you today. Rusty Cage is back in the saddle, and we are taking this entertainment property straight to the top.
Is there something I'm supposed to be doing?
Oh, right. So obviously, Rusty, you've been out of commission for a while. The company has taken the liberty of preparing this dossier full of helpful facts and figures for you to get back on track. So if you just open the contents there, there should be plenty of instructions for you to get back on the horse and to start entertaining these great folks at home.
There's two of these, so I guess this one.
Yeah, one of them's my copy. Just hand it over. All right.
Okay, Jesus. Cage check manuals, operator's manual. Let's see. Good evening, godless sodomites. Hear these words and weep for your sins. This is the Rusty Cage Show. Explain that you're making a new album. I'm making a new album?
That's correct, Rusty. In fact, that is one of the primary reasons you were brought back to experience life with us here today.
Great. I thought I was never going to make a new album. Well, I guess it turns out that the wait for the new album has finally begun. Because I'm being told that, yes, I am making a new album.
What, do these people think that the album would somehow be complete? And that you come back with new music?
why would they ever assume that I was going to come back in a timely manner?
No,
new
you guys
music?
get the privilege of starting the wait all over again because we have some more pressing matters to deal with today.
Well, let's explain a few things. Let's get through this. So yes, I guess I am making a new album. It says I have a few songs already in the production stage that should be able to be released soon. So I guess this is the beginning of the new album journey. I thought albums were fucking dead. I thought it was the age of singles.
Well, as you will eventually find out, Rusty, there's been a lot of financial contingencies put in place to bring you back here today and to have you sit in that seat right now and experience the light of day with your very own eyes. So I suppose I'll explain this system to you eventually, but
yeah, it
yes.
seems like we have this is a new channel that has started here. Apparently my old channel is completely dead. No one watches any of those videos anymore. For some reason, I mean, it may be because the content is just a little bit too sporadic and all over the place. So perhaps I should just leave all the music content there, all the music videos, and keep this channel, this Rusty Cage channel, as the new channel for all the edited shit that we'll be putting out, if that's correct.
That's right, and there will be one or more additional channels for your viewing pleasure at home. You will consume the slop. You will feed us watch time and ad revenue, as is your destiny. However, our destiny, we're just getting started here, folks.
God, it seems like it's been a long time. I probably missed a lot of things that went on since.
Oh, yes, because obviously, as a live show here, and I should clarify that this is not a podcast, this is a show. There is a very big difference. In the light of your absence, and considering this show, as with many other shows, will have to deal with topics of political nature, political, economic, current events, a variety of things. Management has deemed that it is important for you to get up to speed on everything that you missed while you were out of commission. So therefore, if you just flip to page number 3 of your dossier here, we have compiled what the company has deemed is the most important major current events that you missed while you were out. And we're just going to go over all of them today here.
Well, hold on a second. All right, before we jump into today's stream, I got to give a shout out to the sponsor that's juicing up this channel. Pull out book. Cage Tech Juicing Solutions. Now, these guys are absolute mad scientists when it comes to fruit technology. Their mission? To revolutionize the way that we think about juicing. They're not here to make your life easier. They're here to make it profitable. Do you even take this stuff seriously? Pay attention, gang. Do you ever feel the urge to spend a few $1,000s in order to build your very own 20-foot tall lemon chopper? Of course you have. It's easy to do, but not without guidance. Cage Tech's newest instructional guide provides you with all the materials needed, a step-by-step instruction to build your very own lemonade stand. Point to pictures on the cover. Oh, whoops, I'm not supposed to read that. All right, let's be honest. Who hasn't dreamed about having literature on their coffee table that instructs people to create a massive chopping device that could potentially put you on an FBI blacklist?
I certainly wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, they can get this manual at cagetech.com.
That's right, and we appreciate Cage Tech for making this all possible. Now, Rusty, you have a little bit of a control panel there in front of you, and if you simply follow your instructions, we should be able to get the show started here with a little bit of the visual slideshow we have planned as a bit of a treat for the folks at home. Now, the company was originally planning on doing this reorientation privately, but our leadership believes in trial by fire, as they say. So we're actually going to be reviewing all of these current events live right here in front of the audience at home.
This is a fucking heavy-ass book. How much did I miss?
Well, Rusty, according to this, you were out of commission starting on March 10th. And
March 10th?
If I can check today's date, it appears to be December 20th. So, suffice to say, that's a significant amount of time. I mean, a baby could have been born in that much time.
Well, look at that. The Oscars. People putting on the best performance of their life on March 10th.
Right. And as we can see, this was actually the night that you chopped your head off with a guillotine, very
Allegedly.
tragically. And the Oscars was actually going on concurrently. Now, I haven't had the chance to ask you, obviously, since you've been dead, but did any of the Oscar decisions have any effect on your decision to do what you did on that day?
Well, I didn't see any of them, but it looks like Best Picture and Best Director was given to Oppenheimer. Now, was this a good movie? I guess I did see it. It kind of fucking sucked, in my personal opinion.
Oh, yeah, so...
Why'd they win? Was it just Oscar bait?
Well, they won at least 6 or 7 Academy Awards, so if you didn't like the movie, that probably would not have been a very good program for you to tune into.
Best Actor, Cillian Murphy. Cool. What's he doing these days? Anything interesting?
Last time I checked, I don't believe he's been in another major project since Oppenheimer. But
Nothing coming up? No.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's see. That's cool. The Oscars. How very fucking fun. Barbie. Never saw it. Well, this is more interesting. March 22nd, terrorist attacks at Russian concert. Can you tell me anything about this?
Well, if you, I think you have to update the slideshow there. Yes, there was a massive attack in Russia from Islamic State affiliated gunmen on March 22nd that killed 145 and injured over 500.
So, let's see that we have a video right here.
Yeah, I guess...
Put on our headphones.
Our slideshow here has a little bit of visual aid for all the people at home. And I believe this is some footage of the perpetrators who carried out such an attack. Now, Rusty, I don't know how to break this news to you, but the U.S. is still at war with Russia.
Of course we are. Why
but we're
wouldn't?
also still kind of at war with, like, ISIS and all the Islamic groups.
Whatever happened to ISIS? I remember when they were putting out those high-quality videos where they were assassinating people in very creative ways, like putting them in a giant cage and sinking them in the water until they drowned, but they were filming it in 4K.
Now, I don't know if these specific terrorists had the camera crew with them while they carried out this atrocity, but I'm sure that ISIS takes their production value very seriously, as do we here on the Rusty Cage Show. But I guess what I was getting at is that we're not supposed to like Russia, and we're not supposed to like Islamic extremist groups, so who's supposed to be the hero in this situation?
Well, let's get to it and see what these guys are like. So they got 4 of them. God damn, they fucked him up. Is that guy missing in here?
Let's see, what does it say? What was the cause of the destruction? Was it a bomb? Oh, no, gunmen.
Yeah. Wait, oh, it looks like we actually have footage of this event.
Really?
Yeah. So what'd you say? 145 people were killed. Let's see what this looks like. Interesting. So this is actual footage of the concert attack.
You know, it's pretty rough when you put it like this. I can barely bear to watch.
Well, we can always move on.
Let's just move on. Okay, we have a lot of topics to get through today. No need to dwell on this all this negative attention. All right, so March 20. It should say March 26th. I don't know if the intern screwed this up, but it's March 26th, folks. A shipping container collided with a bridge in Baltimore and caused it to suffer catastrophic damage.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's let them fill us in.
Breaking news that you started with, Matt. Overnight in Baltimore, Maryland, a portion of the Francis Scott Key Bridge has collapsed. You see what happened down into the harbor. That large boat collided with the bridge around 1:30 this morning.
Demolition.
That just sent the span rippling down into those freezing waters below. Authorities are trying to rescue at least
there were
7
people on that bridge
doing overnight
when it
work
happened.
on the bridge. They're believed
Yeah, it looks like 6 maintenance workers on the bridge were killed. 2 others were rescued from the water.
God, you think they just finished the maintenance?
Hoping people were
and then
able
this
to get
happens.
out of their vehicles when they got into the water. Divers have been dispatched into the
Well,
water.
anyway, this was like a big...
Whatever ended up happening to them.
This was a big deal when it happened. I'm sure all the folks at home remember this, but Rusty, this is your first time seeing it. Do you have any thoughts? Like, how could something like this possibly occur with all our modern radar technology and autopilots and multiple layers of security?
Well, it seems a little fishy because this was a huge bridge that caused or provided a lot of imports of goods, especially in the supply chain. So for this to have gone down because, where's this ship from? Well, it doesn't matter, but it just crashed into it because of some random power outage that caused them to divert directly into the support of the bridge and cause several months of damage and loss of supplies. It looks like it's going to cost $1.9 billion to replace this bridge. Well, that is just great.
Well, good things. Biden's bipartisan infrastructure bill is going to provide some of that funding, I bet.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we can
Biden.
build back better in Baltimore.
Finally, Biden's doing some good.
All right, next on the agenda, Sam Bankman-Fried. Remember him?
Barely.
He cost you a lot of money last year.
He certainly
If I recall
did.
correctly, it contributed to a bit of your massive depression before, well, you know. But justice has been served. And FTX founder SBF has been sentenced to 25 years in federal prison with P. Diddy. Oh, well, no, I mean, hang on.
Wait a second.
That's news for a different time.
No, what does it say? No, this says right here, Sam Bankman-Fried is incarcerated in a dormitory-style cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, notably sharing this area with high-profile inmates such as Sean Diddy Combs. Did they finally get him?
All right, Rusty, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have a lot of time to get through.
All right. Well, let's just move on then.
Wait, so
Oh my fucking god.
Oh yeah, I guess his girlfriend also got sentenced to a few years in prison.
Jesus, what a fucking dog of a person.
Wait, there's like another video here. I don't remember this being.
Hey, that looks familiar.
What is this? But now that I know this guy's name is Bankman-Fried, I don't know who Fried is. I'm kind of ambivalent on Fried, but Bankman. Who would ever go against anyone named Bankman?
Sounds like a man who's got money and wants to give money away to average retail investors like you and I.
I don't remember this.
Okay, well, this is clearly a mistake. I mean, I don't know who those guys are. It's a good thing they, hopefully, they told people it was not financial advice.
I certainly hope they did.
Anyway, next on the agenda, in the world of women's sports.
Oh, great. I love women's sports.
Well, Rusty, if you had been alive during this time, you might have actually found a reason to love women's sports. Because next on the list, we have Caitlin Clark.
Who's that? Let me guess. She's a trans person?
No, she's actually a biological woman making the headlines in sports. She's very good at basketball, and apparently she captivated Americans enough to where she single-handedly made the sport of women's basketball not a joke anymore.
How? How does she possibly do that?
Well, she can shoot the ball from very long range, and I guess,
Is she actually good?
She is good. She was the #1 pick in the 2024 WNBA
But the #1
draft.
pick, I mean, was she picked because she's white? She's a white person in the WNBA?
Now, hold on, Rusty. I think attributing Caitlin Clark's success to her race might be a little bit premature. But
well, I have
yes,
my
there are-
suspicions about her actual gender, but that's just me from the first glance.
There are a lot of new white viewers of the WNBA this year. And
what's all this? Just showing the rate. Oh,
Caitlin
fuck.
Clark led to unprecedented growth in the viewership of the women's tournament in basketball. In fact, this was the first year in history that it surpassed the viewership of the men's tournament.
Oh, fucking just kill me. Women's sports. Jesus Christ.
Well, Rusty, you know, maybe if you were there, you would find a reason why this is important news. It's important to uplift women. Anyway, April 8th, there was a total solar eclipse that could be seen throughout most of the contiguous United States.
Is it true you're not allowed to look directly at a solar eclipse? Or is this like a big conspiracy to sell
Rusty,
solar glasses?
When the moon actually covers the entire photosphere of the sun, you are actually able to look at it with the naked eye without any discomfort or potential risk to your health.
I guess I'll do that next time. Did you see it?
I did get to see it.
Was it good?
It was magnificent. It's a shame you were dead because I think you were almost able to see it from right where your guillotine was.
Well, I feel like the Mayans, whenever they saw a solar eclipse, they would use that opportunity to cut heads off.
Well, I guess in ancient cultures, solar eclipse would represent the harbinger of some kind of doomed future. But
yeah, lots of children were killed during that period in time.
I mean, I don't know if this eclipse had any sort of effect on any sort of strange events that might have happened during the rest of the year. But moving on now.
Oh, fuck. Hell yeah, here we go.
Yeah, a bunch of people set themselves on fire during the year to protest various political causes, the most common of which is the current United States funding of Israel in the Israel-Hamas war.
So this guy is Maxwell Azzarello, 37-year-old, set himself on fire. He released a manifesto alleging that cryptocurrencies are a part of a massive Ponzi scheme orchestrated by the U.S. government. Also suggested that popular media, including shows like The Simpsons, are tools used by the elite to brainwash the public and perpetuate these schemes. Is that true? I remember correctly, you are a very avid Simpsons lover.
That's right, and the moment that I turned The Simpsons green, the external meaning behind the work really started to show itself off. And one thing led to another, and now I'm the co-host of this show.
Yeah, how the fuck did that happen?
I think we have a few more burning people to get through.
All right.
Rusty. So yeah, here's
Aaron
another
Bush.
guy
I
lighting
remember
himself
this.
on fire.
I was still alive during that. So he protested. Well, he said like "Free Gaza" before he lit himself on fire.
So you remember this happening? Would you be surprised that there were many more to come after it?
Yes, I would. And here we go. Another one. Matt Nelson, self-immolated in protest of Gaza. Why are they all protesting in defense of Gaza? Aren't they a bunch of terrorists?
You know, Rusty, this is a multifaceted issue.
Is it more complex than maybe I know?
Well, unfortunately, as far as we're concerned, the war is still going on over there, and
what the fuck? Why does it say September? Oh no, sorry. So he killed himself in September 11th. This is just in the theme of self-immolations throughout the year.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, we've decided to compile all the self-immolation together into one segment.
Gotcha. Oh, that's a fun one. This guy didn't really have the balls to commit fully, so he didn't light his body entirely on fire. He just lit his hand on fire. You know, still brave. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
So let's see. Why exactly are most of these people doing this? Well, according to some sources, the United States continues to fund the Israeli military.
Is there not a video?
I guess they must not have. They must not have included one. Let's just move on here.
All right, that's fine.
And so according to some sources, the U.S. has now spent over $22 billion in Israel.
For what?
Well, I guess we have to oppose terrorism?
No, I mean, look, it's only since 2010. So that's only roughly $2.2 billion a year given to our good friends in Israel.
Trust me, Rusty, the United States has plenty of money. I'm sure there will not be a specific circumstance later in the video where the U.S. might not have potentially had enough money to cover a certain tragedy here. But anyway, Israel's one thing, but what Americans really care about is TikTok. And recently, TikTok has come under attack by the U.S. government with fears over Chinese spyware and various security concerns.
Yeah, wait, they're banning TikTok finally because it's a Chinese spyware app that's stealing all our data and using it for nefarious reasons.
Or they might just hate fun.
No, I know why the fuck they're banning TikTok. First off, I don't think they're gonna ban it because it probably brings in too much money. But didn't we already buy all like the servers for the data that they're collecting from Americans? Isn't that being held somewhere in Texas? Isn't that CIA controlled? I always heard it was. I know why they're banning TikTok. I remember. That's the only place where people can actually talk and communicate and bullshit and not conspire, but speak against the U.S. government or against the narratives that the propaganda state media is constantly putting out. And they can't have that. You saw what happened to YouTube. You can't search anything without just showing up with the news, the mainstream media news articles. That shit fucking sucks. And so I think TikTok is, while it might be corny, I mean, it's not really that corny anymore because people are actually using it for a good reason.
Well, Rusty, I guess a lot of your current traffic comes from TikTok. So
does it?
If this ban were to go into place, you would be in a little bit of trouble now.
All right, let's move on because I think we have a lot to get through.
Right, yeah, very eventful year.
Or are we just like powering? What the fuck is this shit?
Oh, I guess this is supposed to be the content on TikTok that's worth saving.
This is the content that we're fighting for.
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
Costco guys. Of
Holy
course we
shit.
go shopping while eating.
That guy looks weird.
We're Costco guys. Of course we had to try the new double trunk.
Damn, that kid looks fucking weird too.
We're Costco guys. Of course we have to try out the furniture.
We're Costco guys. Why the heck would anybody work out with tires?
Get these guys on Ellen.
You think that these guys are good enough to be
this is hilarious.
Multi-million-dollar massive celebrities in America?
I don't know if you just saw, but he threw a spinny thing at Costco. Whoa!
We're Costco guys. What the heck is this thing?
Yeah, what is it?
All right, now Rusty, having seen this, do you still think TikTok deserves to get banned?
Absolutely not. I think they should make multiple TikToks, and these guys are gonna go far. In my opinion, I feel like this meme is gonna blow up any day now.
Well, Rusty, I guess there's some more things you have to learn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, well, moving on now.
So, all right, obviously that's probably the biggest thing that happened in 2024.
We have major news out of the rap industry. Well, at least news to Rusty.
Whoa.
Everyone who's alive and has been alive during these 9 months knows exactly what has happened with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, possibly the biggest rap beef in the 21st century.
So they finally beefed gay Drake, who should have actually got shot and paralyzed in real life, versus Kendrick Lamar, who is, as far as I remember, his biggest song is Be Humble, Sit Down. It was a huge hit.
Well, I guess Kendrick has gotten just as fed up with Drake as the rest of us, and he finally decided enough was enough. So he basically decided to end Drake's career.
All right, let me look into this. Yes, the year-long simmering rivalry between rappers Drake and Kendrick Lamar escalated significantly in 2024, with Drake releasing disses against Lamar in tracks Push Up and Tailor Made Freestyle. I'm not familiar. I'm sure they sound gay. On May 3rd, Kendrick responded with Euphoria and 616 in LA, which called Drake out for being a poser in the rap community. Is that because he's Canadian or because he's only half black and half Jewish?
I don't think we're supposed to discuss anything related to that.
Oh, yeah, I see here. Sorry, Cage Tech did explicitly say not to mention anything about his Hebrew nature. Drake responded with his track Family Matters, and in less than an hour was met with Lamar releasing another diss track, Meet the Grams, accusing Drake of being a sexual predator, including sex trafficking and fathering a secret child. That ramps it up a little bit.
Well, I hope you weren't planning on going to a Drake concert soon.
I probably should now just to see what he's doing. Oh,
actually, that would be interesting.
What?
Going to a Drake concert?
Just to see what the audience is like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so Drake attempted to rebuttal the claims with The Heart Part 6, don't know, but then immediately afterwards, Not Like Us would become a massive hit for months, and Drake essentially had to go into hiding. So he just got eviscerated.
And recently, Kendrick has released a massively successful album, while Drake's career is continuing to spiral out of control. So, suffice to say, I think it's inconclusive who won the actual beef, but it's interesting nonetheless. You gotta love pop culture.
No, so Not Like Us.
Fighting.
Not Like Us accused Drake of being a straight-up pedophile. That sounds like the shit's coming out finally in the rap community. Because they're all pedophiles. I don't know if I can say that. Am I allowed to say that? Did they change the rules?
I don't think we're supposed to get, pardon me, that heavy into that topic here.
Okay. All right, well, we'll move on. Looks like Drake did file a lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar, claiming that he used artificial inflation to promote the popularity of Not Like Us on streaming services and failed to halt the release of the song. And also is suing him for defamation. It's a good little afterthought.
Yep, crazy rap community, you know.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Now, in more pressing matters, we try to stay out of drama here on the show, but unfortunately...
Jesus Christ.
Some people make it so that it's very difficult to hold our professional composure.
That's right.
So...
That's right.
On May 29th, Anissa Joma basically has to do the low blow
what is she doing?
Of mocking a dead man.
Who is she talking about?
She went after you, Rusty. She went after you on stream, and the results, I think the results speak for themselves.
It looks like there's two videos here. All right, let's see what this one is. She tells the commentary community to get real jobs.
Until I was 21, I had to pay for my own. I was in college working like a fucking serving job.
Buzzing.
Okay, I was doing both.
Terrible
I had
audio.
4 to 5 classes a semester, and then I would go work a serving job. Okay, and before that, I worked at a pet store and a Dairy Queen.
Is this autism?
Because I function in society, and then I got lucky, right? I got lucky and I started making money on the internet, so I quit. But I had been working since I was like 12, no, I'm not even kidding, 12 years old. Because in Canada at the time, I don't know if now, but at the time, if your parents sign, you can...
Alright, who gives a fuck? Let's hear this other one.
It's very shocking, folks. We apologize that you have to see this, but
I'm sorry about this.
We have no choice but to address this content right here.
And we did karaoke and whatever. There's alcohol there, and close friends are allowed at this party. It's in a hotel. Okay.
Wait, so this is when she's talking about the incident that occurred at Creator Clash.
Last year, correct?
Yes, that was last year.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, she did not like my attendance there for some reason, even though I don't really know her at all.
No, Rusty, it turns out that you were quite an unwanted guest at that gathering, even though the security completely cleared you and let you in. But no need to dig up sour grapes for now. Let's just hear what she has to say.
So just to make sure, a year after the fact, she's bringing this up on a live stream?
Yes.
And a year after this live stream, we're bringing it up on a live stream.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's hear it.
And this fucker snuck in. He was not supposed to get in. The reason why he got in was because he happened to say by accident the name of one of our like higher ups and was like, oh, Justin said I could get in, right? And so
Justin,
they gave him a
Incorporated
wristband. So he got in. And I saw on Twitter the day before that he was tweeting shit, right? He was like putting, he was.
God, Rusty, what must have you?
He was doing that thing where you don't like fully commit to being a fuck, but like enough of a fuck
so you didn't say,
that like
you didn't say anything.
He basically
but she knows.
wore like a
she read your
Froggy
mind.
Fresh shirt, or like held the sign or something.
I think
it was he had a Krispy Kreme shirt on or some shit, and he was
God,
like,
how rude.
There was
I
like
wonder
a
who
Free
wrote
Froggy
those
Fresh
signs and
sign
brought
that like
them into
made
the
it to the
arena.
front of the like walkout of Ian's walkout, and he like tweeted the picture. No, it wasn't Brandon Buckingham. It was fucking I always call him Rusty Spoon, but I think his name's Rusty Cage.
I always call you cunt.
Was snuck into the party. Okay, so
Sorry,
Ian
this
wasn't
is a
around.
professional show here.
Much like right now, which is why I'm doing this right now. Ian wasn't around. He was somewhere else, and I saw that fucker. I saw him waiting in line for free alcohol, and I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I fucking walked over there, and bro's like little, okay? He's already like a small guy.
Jesus Christ.
And I had platforms on, so I was real big that day.
Yeah, she was standing
and
up
I walked
10 feet over me.
And I just put my hand on his shoulder, right? I leaned over, and I said, hey man, what you did yesterday, really fucking uncool.
Hold
actually.
on.
Yesterday, hey man, just put my hand on his shoulder, right?
What?
I leaned over, and I said, hey
Psychotic
man,
fucking bitch.
what you did yesterday,
You're saying these
really
things might not have
fucking
happened
uncool,
as she described,
actually.
Rusty?
And he was like, like he was shocked, right? And he even admits this. He admits that he apologized to me. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And I was like, no, you meant it. And it was shitty. And I fucking walked away. I just walked away. I was like, whatever,
so
you
proud.
fucking stay at the party, but I want you to know that I think you're a fucking dick. And it clearly, it clearly got to him, because he ended up in like some interview later saying that it made him feel like a bitch. Why would you admit that?
Did it, Rusty? Did it make you feel like a bitch?
Here's the thing. Anissa has her own reality of what happened, the events of that day, and her own interpretation of the results. And while I should make a full response to this, I'm afraid that I might say something that could get me in trouble. Like, I could call her a lot of things. I could call her an untalented, Lego-haired a bozo, a siren from the bogs of mid. Or I could practice my Christian values and pace this out and think more about it. I think I should give a full response and correct the story a little bit on a different stream, if that's okay.
That's right, Anissa. We will have a response to your rant, but unfortunately, that will have to come at a different time, because we still have a lot of huge worldly events to get through in the purpose of today's video. So,
until next time. Oh, here we go. Here's a palate cleanser.
That's right. On May 30th, 2024, Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. And then there's something with like Stormy Daniels, blah, 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 Michael Cohen, $130,000 hush money. Basically, it's over for Trump.
Okay, shit. Because they were trying to get this on him for a while. So What, he paid a porn star not to say that he had sex with her, and
34 felony counts,
that
Rusty.
sounds about right for 34 felony counts.
That's right. And what's important to realize is that at this time, he still is trying to run for president.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Do you think he's going to win?
There's no way he can win. They're going to assassinate him or something.
I mean, I've never known a president before.
I was saying he's either going to
34
jail.
felony accounts of anything.
Yeah, he's either going to jail or they're killing him. It's the same fucking story every time throughout history.
Well, we'll just have to see. But before that happens, we have another little bit of news. On June 5th, it was revealed that 2 astronauts were stranded on the International Space Station, stuck in orbit above the Earth, basically until SpaceX and Daddy Elon can come up and get them.
Wait, let me see this. Yeah, so these 2 astronauts, Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore, were only supposed to have an 8-day mission on the International Space Station, but during the return, the pre-launch check, the ship, which was a Boeing, some sort of Boeing machine, had thruster failures and helium leaks. That's very on point for Boeing. I get terrified every time I have to take a flight, and it's a Boeing flight. And they're currently still there. That's 6 months past their planned departure.
Yeah, you just had to imagine how it must feel. All right, Butch. We're gonna get in and get out real quick like that. Quick little mission.
Now, to be crude, wouldn't it kind of suck? Because you would think that if you're going up to space, you would want an attractive person to be stuck with for 6 to 9 months. This isn't looking good for either of them.
Well, Rusty,
so they can fuck in space.
Unfortunately, I don't believe NASA selects their talent based on physical attractiveness.
No DEI hires?
No, I think to be an astronaut, it requires a level of technical competence that you wouldn't really want to mess with by potentially filling up an entire space shuttle full of hot OnlyFans girls.
Dude, this is not going to work for them. So SpaceX is supposed to save them, and that was supposed to happen in February, but it's already been postponed till March. You know what's going to happen. They're hoping that this story gets out of anyone talking about it because of how much money it costs to save these 2 astronauts versus what they're worth. I imagine they're hoping that this will all just kind of conveniently go away.
But they can't just let them die.
But hasn't the International Space Station been breaking down and slowly falling towards the Earth?
I believe it's the case that the ISS will end its mission and be piloted down into the atmosphere in about 3 years. So if they're still on there by then, they might have a tough time. But hopefully the SpaceX mission can go up and get them, and we won't have
it's not happening. There's no way.
Horrific cosmic horror
Can we make a
catastrophe.
Bet? Can I bet money that they will not get them in March?
Well, I'm sure on Polymarket or some kind of prediction markets, there are odds set over whether the astronauts will actually be rescued at the current date.
All right, what about this, chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that they're going to get rescued. Put a 2 if you think that they're going to die up there. Yo, fucking Ray, of course. This is the guy, the savior. He's the one that's going to take them.
We have to rely on this guy.
Yes.
To make sure that we bring our astronaut heroes back home. Hopefully he can do it. I mean, it's not like he's going to be distracted with a bunch of other stuff by the time when it's time for the mission to go off.
Elon Musk, what would he be distracted by?
No, he's just running his companies. Anyway, I'm seeing a lot of 2s.
I'm seeing a lot of 2s.
Rusty, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good for poor Suni and Butch. Well, speaking of random shit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What the fuck is this?
I regret to bring this up again, but this summer was Brat Summer.
What's Brat Summer? Great typeface.
Charlie... Hey, this is a great, iconic design.
Yeah.
People love this design, Rusty.
Yeah, didn't H&R Block already do this?
That is the full resolution, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Anyway,
is it?
Charlie XCX, pop artist, released Brat. Brat. Everyone loves Brat.
Now, why is this important?
It's a huge cultural milestone.
I've never heard Charlie XCX. I've heard the name, but I've never heard any of their music.
This is the definitive album of the summer, Rusty. You have to like it. You have to, or else.
Well, I wish that we could play this on the stream, but I fear that playing copyrighted music.
We can't. But it's basically like house music for women and homosexuals.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
maybe I should give it a listen.
You're supposed to like it.
I have to.
In fact, the most esteemed music critic of our day, Anthony Fantano.
Oh, there you go.
Gave it a 10 out of 10.
Does he ever do that?
He's done it probably only 4 times before in his like entire 15-year career.
Did you actually listen to it?
What, you mean I haven't listened to Brat at this point by December?
I mean...
No, I'm plugged into culture, Rusty.
I'm wondering if it's actually good or if this is definitely not made for me.
I'm sure it's good. He gave it a 10. When does that ever happen?
How did these other streamers play songs where they like react to the Kendrick Lamar or Brat? Do they just get away with it?
Maybe we should ask him. He does it.
No, he doesn't. Does it? I thought he never plays it.
No, not in his reviews, but he does live streams where he listens through albums live on Twitch, I think.
Well, I apologize, Anthony Fantano, for suggesting in a brief comment that you may be a homosexual for liking Brat. I would like to ask you some questions about how you get away with this on your live streams.
Okay, you don't have to be gay to like Brat.
Okay.
You could be trying to sleep with art hose.
Art hose.
And that's why you like Brat as a heterosexual man.
Brat for the art hose. Oh, we're actually getting through this relatively quickly, aren't we?
Yeah, so this summer you missed... it's hard to miss a summer, you know. Summer's such a fun time, but you missed Brat Summer, and you also missed another important historical event.
Should we take a break or keep going?
No, let's just keep going.
Okay.
I think after this we could take a quick break.
Yeah, it'll take like a quick 5-minute break. Oh, fuck.
In addition to Brat Summer, we were also in the midst of Hawk-Tuah Summer. Monitor falling asleep there for some reason. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pop culture of our society. If you don't like it, then there's something wrong with you.
I think we're gonna have to take a break. Unfortunately, let's bring this back because both monitors just kicked out.
All right, there appears to be some
tech. Of course,
some more technical. It's okay. We need to take a break anyway. All right, when we get back, we will watch the Hawk-Tuah video. I'm sure, Rusty, this will be your first reaction to the Hawk-Tuah video. Do you think they're excited? Do you think everyone's excited to watch you react to this video for the first time?
It sounds very stupid, so yes, I hope that they are excited.
All right.
So sorry, guys. Let's take a quick break.
We'll pick that back up.
So I'm using this. This is an iPad. I'm using it as a monitor, and it's supposed to be charging, but for some reason it isn't. So it's dying quicker than it's staying charged. Using it as this secondary monitor.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. All right, gang. Please bear with us. It's been 1 hour. We have possibly 2 hours to go. And this, of course, again, this will all be cut down into an edited version of the stream. So if you missed it for whatever reason, you have to go to the second channel that's in the description of this video. It's Rusty Cage Live. That's where the clips and the VODs, the video on demands, will be uploaded. And this channel will be particularly for edited content that kind of comes out of these.
All right, we're going to take a break, possibly have a word with Samir about the
fucking Samir,
the status of the show. But hold tight, you guys. Don't you touch that dial.
We'll make this work.
God, Samir's office fucking stinks.
Okay.
Did you notice that?
Are we back now?
Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, we're back?
Yeah.
Okay. Hawk Tuah, everyone. Now, live on the Rusty Cage Show, Rusty Cage reacts to the Hawk Tuah video for the first time.
Now, I'm familiar with the sound Hawk Tuah. That's like when, you and your boys are on top of a bridge and you're spitting on top of people who are walking underneath.
Yeah, like in Popeye, when Bluto, or whoever the enemy in Popeye is chewing tobacco, he spits it into a spittoon, and it makes a Hawk Tuah sound.
Right. And
now, do you
noise.
think that that's what's going to be happening in this video?
It looks like she's about to spit in someone's face, so I assume so. Okay. Let's see the meme. Fuck! Wait. I wasn't listening. Fuck.
Move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah.
Wait. Wait.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah.
I don't get you.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Demonstrate.
Hawk
You like the video, huh?
God, oh my God! Can I play that again?
You can play it as many times as you want, Rusty.
Spit on that thing. She's talking about sucking dick and spitting on someone's dick.
Demonstrate.
Hawk
Okay.
That's the funniest thing that I've ever seen.
You like it, huh? A lot of people like this. This was a very popular meme, arguably the defining meme of the summer. People were pumping, they were bumping to Charlie XCX in their car, and they were playing Hawk Tuah on their phone.
God damn, I missed so much. I could have been doing so much.
Do you like her, Rusty? Do you like this woman?
That's a funny noise. Hawk Tuah! Hawk Tuah! Spit on that dick!
Well, her name is Haley Welch, and she is an all-American woman. And she's
gonna go places. I can see her having her own podcast, probably being the biggest meme of the year, getting on Ellen. Oh, fuck.
People love Haley Welch.
Well, I certainly love her, and I hope that she's got big things in the future, and her life is gonna be on the up and up going forward.
In other news...
Let's see, where are we?
Let's flip to page 4, I believe.
Oh, yes.
So, anyway, enough of fun discussion about memes. Back to politics.
Great. Politics.
Hunter Biden was found guilty.
For smoking crack.
Smoking crack and having guns. Basically, being too cool, having too much street cred.
Yeah, is that based?
The soy-tards were celebrating like 2 weeks before this, and then all of a sudden, it's time for the chuds to come out and have their day.
Are back. Hunter Biden found guilty with illegal drugs and guns, with a sentence that should be up to 10 years. Well, that is just great. Well, it looks like also later he was also found guilty, pleading to 3 felony tax offenses and 6 misdemeanor tax offenses.
Yeah, that's funny.
Good.
That's a lot of baggage.
Justice is finally getting served, it sounds like.
Yeah, justice against Trump, justice against Hunter Biden. It looks like possibly now, for the first time ever, the government is starting to weed out corruption among its ranks.
Good. It's about time. I am so mad that I slept on this. Finally, the politicians, the sons of the politicians, the cronyism, it's all getting smashed. And it sounds like this year is just going up, up, up.
Yeah, this is what you were talking about with your guillotine series. Maybe people are finally listening.
I finally did. I hope that I had any part in inspiring.
Yeah, I mean,
Hunter Biden's.
It looks like this is the end of the story for Trump and Hunter Biden.
He's done for. Wow, well, did you look at this? Julian Assange released from prison.
You know,
now, that's insane good news.
It's like I said, we're turning over a new leaf. The age of corruption and grimy politics is coming to an end.
So Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, was released from prison after reaching a plea deal with the U.S. Department of Justice. Under this deal, Assange pleaded guilty to a single charge of breaching the Espionage Act, specifically for obtaining and publishing classified U.S. military information. He was sentenced to 62 months, the duration he had already served at Belmarsh Prison in the UK. Yeah, he was in jail for a long time. I remember whenever that case was first breaking, it made no sense. I've always been an advocate for the release of Julian Assange. I think what he did was good. I think the arguments against him are very deep state driven. Like, sure, he was instrumental in releasing information that probably should have been classified, some of which, but a lot of which, was actually just exemplifying the fucked up nature of our government.
You know, all
killing innocent
people are asking for is a little bit of transparency from the folks in charge. I don't think that's a lot to ask. So it's probably bad and really disturbing that he had to serve the time at all. But you know, they made it right. They made it right.
Let's just see.
After a 14-year legal battle, the founder
Dang, his hair's all white.
Julian Assange has left court.
He must have been in there for a while.
I think it's that private jet hookup. Damn, they're compensating for all that mistreatment right there.
Was he flying to Sweden to give more people herpes or HIV? I forget what it was.
I don't know if that happened. But
they said that's what happened.
No, it looks like he's going back to his home in Australia. So
well, good for Julian Assange. I should talk at some point about the boot recommendations that I got from one of the other parties involved.
All right. A colorful cast of characters will gradually be integrated into the show, but you folks just have to wait and see.
I had someone heavily involved in this case, a very notable person in this case, slide into my DMs to talk about fashion. I guess I'll hold that for another day.
Damn, they must have been pretty upset that you left them unread for the last 9 months.
I don't even know if they're still alive. Okay, all right, well, shit. Dr. Disrespect. So, Dr. Disrespect, I've never watched him. He's a live streamer. I think he does gaming stuff. Plays his character or whatever.
I really just don't care about Dr. Disrespect.
I remember he got his channel taken away from him. He got fired from Twitch or something, and they never said why.
He's a big streamer. He makes a lot of money. He chats up 17-year-olds, allegedly.
What?
Well, that's why he got removed from Twitch.
He chats up 17-year-olds.
And how old is he? 40-something?
I don't know.
Someone who could be your daughter and you're sliding into their DMs.
Well, isn't 17 probably still legal?
In some states it is.
I think in 42 states it is. Now, why do I know that? Because I looked it up. But why did I look it up? Because I wanted to get this changed in 42 states. But what's going on with Dr. Disrespect?
Some allegedly questionable behavior that a man with a wife and child should not be engaging in. But he's back, kind of, on Rumble. I don't know.
Hold on a second.
I mean, this is just a guy that plagues these idiot stream viewers. I cannot imagine someone more idiotic than someone who spends all day watching shitty live streams.
All right, so Dr. Disrespect has now deleted his Twitch ban statement in which he admits to inappropriately messaging a minor. Can't really read that. Can you read that?
He posted a whole essay saying that,
why did he delete it, though?
Some lawyer or someone probably made him do it. I think, this was his apology that I think he posted at the end of July, and there were multiple versions and revisions to it, so who the hell knows? This is like boring fucking internet drama.
Yeah.
I don't even think we're supposed to
just fucking
talk about
on.
this. But yeah, Dr. Disrespect, massive scumbag, allegedly.
Allegedly a pedophile.
Now on to the real news.
Great.
It's time.
I knew this was going to happen.
It's time for Joe Biden to put the death knell in the Trump campaign once and for all.
Finally, Joe Biden is going to put Trump under. He's ending this facade where this reality TV star somehow became the president.
All right, Rusty, from your point of view, this has to be the road to retribution, right? Trump is finished, right?
No, this is going to be finally the moment where the, too cool for school, but still hard-hitting, strong-fisted Joe Biden is going to stop fiddling around with this.
He's going to put on the aviators. He's going to eat the ice cream cone right in his face.
Yeah, and everyone's going to laugh.
He's going to take off Trump. He's going to take off Trump's wig, and Trump is going to start crying in a fetal position on the floor. This is our commander-in-chief, folks. This is the commander-in-chief of the United States.
Just tell me real quick, and don't spoil it if not, is Biden still alive? He still is our president?
Officially, yes.
Perfect. Good. All right. I can't wait to see how he eviscerates.
All right, let's go. Time to end MAGA once and for all.
What's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where
is he reading something?
coming across the border illegally.
Is he?
Looks like he's reading something.
Is he talking?
He's speaking, yes.
On the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
What?
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Okay, well, maybe Joe Biden's not doing that good.
Fuck. Well, I'm sure that was just a single gaffe. I imagine that the mainstream media kind of propped him up and, they did their job.
Look, they can always do the cover jobs when our true all-American candidates fail to pick up the slack.
That didn't look good. In my opinion, it made him look old and demented.
Well, Rusty, unfortunately, the DNC and the media establishment thought the same thing. So, to get Biden's polling numbers back up, they unleashed their secret weapon.
Oh, fuck!
Skibbity Biden.
Perfect.
Skibbity Biden. Skibbity, skibbity Biden. Skibbity, skibbity Biden. Trump is using Hitler's language.
Trump is using Hitler's language.
Trump is using Hitler's language.
That was pretty good. I like that. Skibbity Biden. That's catchy.
Was it more or less funny than Hawk Tuah?
Can we just watch it one more time? I'm sorry.
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity Biden. Skibbity, skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden. Joe. Skibbity, skibbity Biden. Hitler's language. Trump.
Wait, never mind.
Hitler's language.
No, this is cringy.
Is it?
Yeah, this is shitty and cringy.
Are you sure? I'm not. I think I need to watch this just one more time.
Okay, just
one more time.
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity, skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden. Joe. Skibbity, skibbity Biden. Hitler's language.
Hitler's language.
Trump is using Hitler's language. Hitler's language.
All right, now, Rusty, do you think that this helped or hindered Joe Biden's polling numbers?
Now, knowing how the deep state works and how the state-controlled media works, I would say that they probably have a team of people who are deeply looking into what people find funny, what the youth finds funny, what are the new trends coming up, and how can they make their candidate, their preferred candidate, relatable to those people so that they vote for him.
To Gen Alpha, who cannot currently vote for Joe Biden.
Well, they're going to get...
Or at least we're not able to in the during this year's election.
Well, yeah, he's going to come back. I mean, I'm sure he'll probably run again and be another non-consecutive president, Joe Biden. So once Gen Alpha gets large and they grow up.
Oh, they're just hedging their bets,
Yeah.
All right. Well, as much as we'd like to watch this video 17 more times, we have a bit more news to get through. So now this has been quite the controversy throughout the year. On July 7th, Boeing, known for making many of the airlines, or the airliners that most of you watching probably enjoy,
seem to fail constantly if you ask the
allegedly, Rusty, they allegedly fail constantly.
Allegedly.
And put hundreds and thousands of passengers at risk every single day from their shoddy construction. But you're kind of not supposed to... Maybe at this point it's safe.
Well, what were they found guilty for? So it looks like Boeing pled guilty to criminal fraud charges relating to the two fatal 737 MAX crashes in 2018 and 2019, which resulted in 346 deaths. Probably the scariest fucking way to die, or one of them, or fun, would be a plane crash.
There are certainly people who avoid flying commercial entirely, specifically to avoid this single horrible fate.
Yeah, I do not want to fly ever anymore. I fear death for some reason now, which is odd.
Well, speaking of people who fear death, there were not one but two people who were set to testify against Boeing in this federal court case, only to mysteriously pass away right before they could take the stand.
So this is John Barnett, a quality control manager with over 3 decades at Boeing. He became a whistleblower alleging safety issues in the production of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, including the presence of metal shavings near critical flight control wiring. On March 9th, 2024, Barnett was found deceased in his vehicle outside of a hotel in Charleston, South Carolina, from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Authorities concluded his death was a suicide, noting his struggles with PTSD and anxiety, which had reportedly intensified due to the ongoing legal battles related to his whistleblower activity. That kind of sounds like he allegedly might have been killed by Boeing.
Well, Rusty, as someone who has certifiably survived a suicide attempt, do these details add up to you?
You did?
No, you did.
I did?
Yes. You're here now. You killed yourself, and you're here now, today, talking to the people.
I did.
Did you suffer from PTSD? And then take a gun to your head precisely before the most pivotal, important moment of your life, testifying against your former employer in a massive court case that could cost them billions of dollars, potentially? Sorry.
Move on. Okay. Moving on, I guess.
There was another person, by the way, who mysteriously died before their Boeing court case.
So this was a former employee at Spirit Aerosystems, major Boeing supplier, Joshua Dean, and who also raised issues about the quality control of Boeing, alleging that defective parts were routinely shipped to Boeing, and claimed that he was terminated in retaliation for his disclosure. He died of a sudden illness. His death occurred shortly after he had
was he
testified.
vaxxed? COVID vaccine got another one.
Well, there's a sudden illness. We can't say that because we'll get this taken down. Right? You can still talk, but you can't talk about.
Well, this VOD is going unlisted after it's complete, so I think we have a little bit of leeway to set the record straight here.
They get a lot of people to shut up using cyanide, I believe, because it causes like a unexpected pneumonia type of outbreak.
Oh yeah, they use it in Breaking Bad to kill Olivia or whatever that character was named. Yeah, flu-like symptoms a few days after ingestion, and then sudden death. And but you know, you got to be a crazy conspiracy kook to think that Boeing deliberately killed these two people who were set to testify against them in a massive landmark court case.
It would be insane for anyone to deliberately kill 2 people? Or do you shoot them or anything?
Hello, I've got a screw loose. I'm a kooky conspiracy theorist.
I'm nuts. I'm gonna just shoot someone intentionally on purpose, allegedly.
Everyone, Boeing Airlines deliver very safe flights to millions of people around the globe.
And yet, as I'm reading this now, Alec Baldwin, manslaughter case dismissed after he allegedly purposefully shot that woman, his choreographer, with a gun that he knew was loaded, allegedly.
I know that this was unfortunately one of your most highly anticipated news stories of last year, and you were hoping something would come out of it. Unfortunately, unlike what happened in real life, this case ended up fizzling out as a wet fart at the end of the barrel of a gun.
So they're saying the defense argued that there was a lot of oversight about the safety of the guns, and that live rounds were found on prop carts, in the ammunition boxes intended for dummy rounds, as well as the cartridge belt worn by Alec Baldwin. Live rounds were also present in the gun holster used on set. That sounds, honestly, that sounds a little bit like either it's horrifically negligent, the people that were working on the set, and they were mixing in all these live rounds with dummy rounds, or someone was trying to fucking set them up, which probably happens.
Well, it looks like, unfortunately, the family of that young film production assistant will not get justice, but look on the bright side. What ended up happening here is probably better than having to work under Alec Baldwin while alive.
Yeah, I mean, well, if he had gone to jail, then we wouldn't have any more SNL Trump impressions.
We could have had SBF and Diddy and Alec Baldwin. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to... They would have been in the same prison. But that's coming up later. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
It's just they're all from New York, right? They've probably been the same New York pennage.
Oh, fuck.
Finally. Some real news.
Alec Baldwin allegedly shot Trump, I'm guessing?
No. Alec Baldwin or Boeing allegedly have nothing to do with this. But this is probably the biggest news of the year to this point.
Former President Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt that resulted in 1 death and multiple injuries. The assailant, identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. They always give him 3 names. I know that's kind of a hack take, but why do they do that?
Well, Rusty, there's a specific reason they do that. Is because they don't want to avoid any unnecessary and undue attention to the other Thomas Crooks in America. So they have to add in... This is actually true, but this is not a joke. The media is instructed to add in the middle name so that all the innocent Thomas Crooks or Lee Oswalds or whoever killed Lincoln, same thing. They get 3 names so that it's clear that they're specifically talking about this person.
Name?
John Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes Booth, yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't remember that for a second.
Sorry. My autism got triggered. I had to remember.
But yeah, the killers get 3 names in the media so that it's absolutely clear that we're talking about the specific person who really did it. So that's right. See. Just a random shooter.
Just a random...
No other motives involved.
Let's see. Is there anything on here? 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks fired an AR-style rifle from the rooftop approximately 140 meters from the rally venue. Let's see that.
We have the file footage loaded up here.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if
You're
you
fired.
want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Damn.
So, Rusty, can you believe what you're watching right now?
A president being assassinated.
There's clearly a bunch of Secret Service agents right there, but a gunman, as we're told, climbed up onto the top of a building in clear view of former President Trump and was allowed to set up a high-caliber rifle and open fire.
Well, certainly.
And fire off several rounds of ammunition.
No, it's
without getting neutralized.
You have to understand that with a lot of these things, like the Secret Service, they have a perimeter.
Oh, look, that guy's doing his job. He's like, where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he? Where is he?
Where are they?
Where's the shooter? Is it one of you here in the crowd?
Spraying. Well, no, you have to understand that they only have a perimeter that they're supposed to check, and so if someone was outside of that perimeter, and granted, he probably snuck up, no one probably saw him getting up there, and so this guy he's probably a master. He's like a master assassin. He just failed by a split second.
Thomas Crooks. Let's see what this surely ex-military former Navy SEAL. Oh, that's what he looks like.
Oh, that just looks like some random fucking
dweeb.
Yeah, easily manipulatable. He looks like a Manchurian candidate.
So this guy, and this is not like an old photo of a guy who turned his life around and eventually became a grizzled Navy SEAL mercenary for hire.
He just started out.
So he climbed on top of that building, which, according to the map, unfortunately, I don't believe we have a file folder for it, but most of you watching probably know what we're talking about. But this was pretty much the only elevated building facing the entire stage in the entire area. And I guess the Secret Service just missed it.
Well, let's see what this is.
Some people have bad days.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean...
Lincoln's Secret Service, Kennedy's Secret Service, Reagan's Secret Service, they have bad days.
They conveniently have terrible days.
Sometimes one gets through, even though, according to our show notes here, people were complaining about crooks displaying suspicious activity up to 104 minutes before the shooting.
What are you talking about?
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him?
So they knew he was up there.
Laying down, see him?
Yep, he's just setting up and lining up the perfect shot. But look,
why didn't the Secret Service just shoot him right whenever?
Rusty, there's a dire labor shortage right now. People don't want to work. I'm sure the Secret Service is understaffed, and they just couldn't see the one vantage point where a sniper could realistically be sitting in this exact circumstance.
Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have.
Oh well, now they're telling law enforcement, and
he's right there. He's within cell phone zoom. That guy could have stopped him. That's crazy.
They probably just thought he was a press photographer.
Yeah.
He's pointing his camera at Trump to get
everyone. There's a
nice
guy
shot
with a gun on the roof pointed at the president, who's the former president who's running for office currently. I mean, honestly, though, if you really look at it, like, look at the shape of that roof. I wouldn't want to put people up there if I was in charge of, say, an organization that was supposed to protect the president, because they could easily slide right off.
It looks slippery.
It looks very steep.
I mean, the weather looks terrible, frankly.
Yeah.
It's raining, and it's all a bunch of water. Rusty, don't blame the Secret Service.
Wow, so that's
people have bad days. But, fortunately, it didn't end up mattering, because the bullet only made slight cosmetic damage with Trump's ear.
Look what happened.
Damn. It's a good thing he turned his head right at that specific moment.
It's so annoying that they have to put these little things up saying, just proving on everything related to an election. Just to let you know, the election results have been secured. Which I don't know what the fuck that's talking about. I imagine the 2020 election, that was the one that he contested.
Well, suffice to say, Rusty, some people were not happy that the kill was failed. The kill confirmed was failed.
Who's this slut?
This is a concerned citizen, Rusty. She's concerned about the state of America.
Okay.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened. I haven't even had a second to process.
God.
You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew.
They brought a pew-pew.
A pew-pew. We were a second away. We were a centimeter away.
It's a good thing she's being advertiser friendly.
Can you imagine being whoever is driving?
I know it.
Well, she was right. It was a white man.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, well look. Trump is still in pretty bad shape, okay?
He just got
34
shot.
felony counts, and now he's like an old man. He just got wounded. I'm sure that she's freaking out for nothing. She's acting like what? All of a sudden, people are just going to vote a guy with 34 felony counts back into office?
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, if someone tries to assassinate a president, that's usually a good indicator that a majority of the people in the country of which they're running do not want this person to win. And, that they're just going to do a terrible job and probably, like, maintain the status quo of corruption.
Well, anyway, speaking of our crumbling infrastructure...
Great.
On July 19th, there was a widespread computer outage due to a glitch in the CrowdStrike computer service, based, I believe, in Austin, Texas, and used in computers all around the world. Basically, several computers, many of which were involved in major airlines used to determine logistics and ticket bookings, were completely bricked, and people were unable to access their bank accounts or board their flights that day.
Global computer systems in healthcare, banking and airlines are slowly coming back online after a digital outage disrupted networks in many countries. The crisis was caused by a faulty software update which affected Microsoft Windows systems.
Whoops.
But
Oops.
it could be
Hey, it's
some
like I said,
time
people
before
have
the
bad
back
days, Rusty.
Yeah. Oopsie daisy. We're a company who's in charge of the world's banking and flights and cybersecurity, and a bad update somehow took us entirely down. This is what I've been saying about the cyber attack that is going to happen probably in 2025.
Rusty, you're a kooky,
this is pure proof that it's possible.
Kooky conspiracy theorist. Now, sure, there was a massive outage from this one single point of a systemic failure. But that doesn't mean that a hacker could possibly break into our classified information and trigger this manually. It was a mistake. Someone had a bad day, and it's never going to happen again.
Well, I mean, that's at least one good thing to hear, is that instead of having multiple like backup companies all checking each other's security and trying to make sure that everything stays online in case one company goes down, they all decided to work together and make a monopoly on the world's cybersecurity.
There's no system of redundancy for all these critical flight and banking infrastructure. Oh, one intern at CrowdStrike pushed a little bit of a bad line of code, and now half the world's airlines are completely grounded and shut down.
Yeah, listen, if you put all your eggs in different baskets, one entity doesn't have a lot of eggs.
You're not going to get swole by lifting your supremely heavy basket in which you put all the eggs.
That's right.
So, yeah, pay no mind to the potentially horrendously disturbing global infrastructure of our fragile systems.
Well, I would say that it looks like they, were maybe fined or had some sort of ill effect from this huge blunder, but despite the setback, CrowdStrike reported robust financial performance in its fiscal third quarter, achieving a 29% year-over-year revenue increase to $1.01 billion, marking the first time the company surpassed the $1 billion revenue milestone.
And
That's
you know
great.
what? That's worth every penny, Rusty, because despite this,
give them more money.
Despite this horrendous problem, think about all the days that the problem did not occur and the system functioned perfectly.
That's right.
Just like the Secret Service and just like Boeing airplanes. There's no problems to be worried about, people.
So if they can maintain, then it's not over, It's not over for CrowdStrike.
Unfortunately, after such a strong beginning to the 2024 campaign, on July 21st, 2024, it was officially Jover.
It's Jover. What did he do? He died? Did Alec Baldwin assassinate him finally?
Nope, he was still alive when this happened, but I'm sorry, Rusty, but Biden is not going to be the president starting next year.
What does this mean for the state of democracy? Does this mean that
well, we're told
tyrants and cult of personality dictators are going to just swoop right in?
Rusty, we're told by the media that this is the most popular presidential candidate in history.
Yeah, he got the most votes
More
ever.
people voted for him than any other candidate in history.
I remember.
And now he's gracefully taking a bow out of power. And, Kamala Harris, by the way, is the Democratic candidate that they're going to replace him.
Who's Kamala Harris?
The vice president under Joe Biden. His running mate in 2020.
Oh, well, she's a strong woman, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's like black, but also Indian and Latina.
A little half and half, never killed anyone.
She's ethnically ambiguous, but she's non-white.
Yeah, sounds cool. Ethnic ambiguity.
Yeah.
Well, at least he didn't die of cancer.
You know, back to YouTube drama now. God, this is all so... I mean, compared to the former president almost having a bullet whiz by his ear by a couple inches, this story seems paltry by comparison, but, you know... They're telling us we got to get the viewership up with younger people, and this is what younger people care about. So, here we go. Lol cow, Boogie 2998, cancer, blah blah blah.
All right, he faked cancer.
Yeah, just play the video for a little bit.
Sure.
He never told you that you had cancer, though.
It's so dramatic.
I know.
Okay.
This is the most dramatic thing to happen on YouTube.
Oh my God! Your doctor did not tell you had cancer?
Correct. That's why this was the very first question I asked when I came on your show 3 or 4 days ago, because I knew that he never said it. Then why is it that today you're telling us that it's not
I'm glad that Boogie
confirmed?
is currently the most controversial person in this picture right now.
The doctor was able to confirm it.
Yeah, both doctors have confirmed it. Why are you saying today you made another
$3
test?
million a year. Why can't you buy a webcam?
English. That's why I don't see him anymore.
He's probably not even there.
God, this is so fucking stupid. Anyone who watches this shit, you need to have a serious look at your life.
No doctor's telling you don't drink Mountain Dew Diet because it has carcinogens in it.
God.
Are you talking about?
Imagine seeing a bunch of fucking loser, quote unquote, influencers just remarking upon bullshit. Like, who cares?
I couldn't imagine it.
What's
well, anyway, Boogie did not take this well.
Why
from
don't
what
you
we're
just
told.
tell the audience?
I don't want to destroy a human life. Because I don't want to destroy someone's fucking life! Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life! Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life!
You're having a
Because I
very
don't want to destroy somebody's life!
hysterical reaction to what we're watching right now.
Yes, you do.
Jolly.
No, I don't!
Is this more or less funny than the hot tea review?
I'll destroy mine all day!
This
I'll
is pretty
destroy
funny.
mine all day! And my dad is dead, and my
What's
mom is
wrong with
dead!
Boogie?
I'll talk about those pieces of shit
I
till
think he
they
has
fucking
mental
rot!
trauma
But
from earlier life
fucking
events.
alive! I will not! We've talked about it, we made an agreement, and I'm not going to do that
He's
for
putting on a
internet
show,
clout!
right?
I'm not going to do that so the Keemstar can
Well,
jerk
no,
off
this is a
to it.
podcast,
No,
not a
thank
show.
you.
There's a
We're not
difference.
here.
Oh, we're a show. No,
We're a show. This is a podcast.
That's right.
Somebody's fucking life. It's goddamn internet clout. This is not a topic I will cover for internet clout.
Nobody's talking about that copper. Here's what I'm trying to talk to you about.
But he's
Mr.
doing that
Talk Loud.
currently. All right, what a fucking... Wait, let's see.
You're on a lot of medicine, Boogie. Is any of those medicines an SSRI?
Go fuck yourself. I will divulge no more medical information to
Is he
any of
reading
you
something
motherfuckers.
like Biden?
This is.
No,
you gotta tell me
he's
what.
just looking up
Yeah,
to...
he's got a teleprompter above his head.
Dude, I don't know how... I would be so exhausted having to be Boogie, not just carrying all that weight around.
God, can you believe people actually watch this shit? 2 lol cows and Wings of Redemption.
I can't believe it. In fact, I refuse to believe it.
All right. Anyway, do we have some real news after this? Or is it just more YouTube slop drama that no one cares about?
I'm actually going to have to take a piss at some point.
All right, let's just...
Can we do this next one?
Let's just get through this next one, and then we can have another break.
I'm sorry, everyone. I haven't peed in fucking 9 months. Oh shit! So what, Mr. Beast? That's the basketball player. Caitlin Clark.
No, it's Ava Tyson.
Who's that?
Is part of Mr. Beast's crew. Transitioned to a woman a couple years ago and was allegedly revealed this year to have groomed children.
Well, did that spawn anything? Did anything bad come from Ava Tyson grooming children?
Oh yeah, everyone
Everyone
hates Mr. Beast now. $100 million video empire ruined. Down the toilet.
Does he deserve that? What's he getting? He's getting hate because of this situation?
Yes.
Okay. So this person who was a part of his crew, Chris Tyson, or Ava Chris Tyson,
Formerly Chris Tyson. Currently Ava Tyson.
Came a WNBA basketball player that turned.
No, it doesn't have to do with the WNBA.
Okay.
This is a separate thing. This is children's entertainment.
Right.
Probably why they had access to so many children.
Okay. Well, then, access to children seems like that could be a problem.
Yeah, you know, Dr. Disrespect, Ava Tyson. It seems like... I hope there's no kids watching this because...
What is this? What is this?
It seems like the second you mix kids and YouTube content, there's suddenly a lot of problems, unfortunately. So anyway, yeah, $100 million empire down the toilet. Mr. Beast is finished.
Why does it say this?
What?
It says Rusty is listed amongst other creators on an Epstein-style list of people who associated with the controversial pedo artist Shadman.
Oh, right, yeah. During this time, as part of the Chris Tyson, Ava Tyson fallout, you were named on the Shadman files out of the list of people who are self-identified by YouTube drama Redditors as Shadman's best friend. So I guess I've been meaning to ask you this, but you've been dead, so I can finally ask you now. But why were you best friends with Shadman? When are you going to address the allegations?
In 5 minutes after I take a piss. I'm sorry, everyone.
Rusty, we're going to put you under the microscope. This is not okay. People need to pay for what they've done.
Okay, we'll be back after a short break, everyone. And we are back. It has come to our attention that this TV here is causing an odd, high-pitched noise that I can't hear. I guess I'm too old. But somehow it's coming out of this TV and going into our lav microphones.
This will test very negatively with our Zoomer and Gen Alpha audiences.
Unfortunately, god damn it, I like this. I like this as a centerpiece. But we're gonna have to turn it off.
Well, we can maybe ask Samir if she can find us some other CRT TVs for the set. But anyway, Rusty.
Fuck. Should I just turn it off? Or let them deal with it?
Chat, press 1 if you want us to turn off the TV. Press 2 if you want us to keep it on.
Yeah, I think we're about on like a 5-second, 6-second delay. I can't hear it. Good, it's fine. I don't hear it. All right. If they can't hear it, then y'all are just gonna have to deal with it. I don't remember what 2 means.
This is our show!
This is our show! Wait,
Rusty.
What was 2 again?
2 was keep the TV on.
Was it?
Yes.
All right. I forget.
All right, they voted. Anyway, Rusty, you've been dodging these allegations long enough. I know you've only been technically alive for a few hours now, but the fans demand an answer.
So,
why are you Shadman's best friend?
First off, how does Shadman... What does that have to do with Chris Ava Tyson?
Well, I guess apparently Ava Tyson had a proclivity for a certain amount of Shadman art, and this put a lot of new eyeballs onto the career and reputation of the not safe for work artist known as Shadman.
Now, I don't know Shadman at all.
Oh, really?
I've never talked to him, never met him.
Convenient of you to say that now.
Because everyone knows who he is, apparently, right?
Well, I guess now they do. A lot of people didn't before this year, but now they do.
All right, let's see what this is.
See, Rusty?
Reddit.
According to this unfalsifiable list, you are one of Shadman's best friends.
I recently came across a Twitter mega thread filled with a bunch of screenshots of internet personalities commenting under or defending Shadman, besides Chris Tyson. There are way too many screenshots to post here, but said people include, oh wow, Dolan Dark, Sky Williams, Sive, Oni NG, Nux Taku, Psychic Pebbles, Elvis the Alien, Ricky Berwick, Chris Rat, Staff 9, Sir Pello, Chris Raygun, Anissa Joma, I can't really read that, Aki Dearest, Joby the Hong. Who the fuck are any of these people? Paper Bat, Rusty Cage.
See, Rusty?
Wait.
Undeniable proof.
This is the Epstein-style list.
You're on YouTube's Epstein. I don't know what else to say.
God damn it. So what did I do? All right.
Well, Rusty, this Reddit user clearly has gone through extensive and exhaustive research to name you and indict you on this list. They found a thread.
Let me see if I can get to this thread.
Here it is. This is the ruination of your entire career. Right here.
Okay.
There's a Twitter thread that provides unfalsifiable evidence that you are Shadman's best friend.
The mega thread of all the people who associate with Shadman, therefore, or all the people, who replied to him or defended him online. Those are two entirely different things.
Are they, Rusty?
Well, I think
that sounds like what a guilty person would say.
No, listen, I'm gonna say right now, I do think that if you associate in any way, if you reply or respond to something to anyone on the internet, and then they turn out to be a pedophile, or they actually were, then you're complicit. You essentially are a pedophile yourself. Now, I'm not saying in my case, I'm going to defend myself, but I'm not really sure what I did.
Well, Rusty, the evidence is right here. Let's just see the smoking gun that reveals you as Shadman's best friend.
Ricky, I see my name already under Ricky Berwick's. First off, I should have been number 1, but, you know.
All right, scroll past all the porn here.
Yeah. Looks like a lot of,
I think you're down in the 80s. That's,
oh, there I am.
Oh, wow.
Number 26.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go,
They got
everyone.
me. They got me.
This, according to Reddit, will sink Rusty Cage's career once and for all. And good riddance, I say.
Now, I do not remember any of this.
Now, I believe before the incident, you were known to get heavily drunk every night and spam things on your Twitter account. But you know what they say? Drunkenness reflects the true character of people.
Yes.
And how could you post these obvious endorsements of such a disgusting leech on our online creator ecosystem?
Looks like, I'm not sure what this says. That's like Swedish, but this looks like it says, my name is shit. I love German. German 1.
Rusty, you are a known...
Did I fuck up?
You are a known Shadman associate, and you deserve to be punished.
Now, I'm not sure also what this says, but it looks like I am saying I am very dumb. Damn. Fuck.
Rusty.
I'm done for. My entire fucking
No,
career's
hold
over.
on, Rusty.
No, I got associated with the Shadman. The pedo artist. Because of what I did.
Rusty, it's okay.
I didn't think about it.
It's okay.
Should have thought about it.
Look, all the people want is an apology. And just to let you know, everyone, we here at Cage Tech take these allegations very seriously. And as a result, Rusty, the first month of your pay will be docked and donated to some women's shelter or something. Anyway.
We're getting paid?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
But you're not getting paid for this month. And let that be a lesson. The next time you want to associate with shady, horrible people on the internet and be their best friend.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Everyone. Which camera's on? To all the victims of people who perpetrate the crimes that Shadman perpetrates, to all those who have been essayed and pedoed, I want to let you know right now that I do not agree with those actions. That is not something that I support. It's not. Absolutely, it is not.
Okay, hopefully there'll be a sufficient response for Reddit teenagers. Anywho, we've got several more events to get through.
Female Olympic boxer suspected of being male. Wait, that's what I was just saying happened. Okay. I just said Caitlin Clark.
This is not Caitlin Clark.
No,
No, this is
It's not.
Man Khalif.
Wait. What's this person's name who's suspected of being a male?
Rusty, stop being such an imperialist right now. This is a totally normal female name for Nigeria. Man.
Okay. Oh, Mane. It's like Gucci Mane.
Oh, Gucci Mane?
Yeah. So let's see. Controversial matchup. Wait, so this is Mane Khalif, the Algerian boxer, has been at the center of significant controversy surrounding her gender eligibility in women's boxing. She was disqualified from the IBA, Women's World Boxing, because the president claimed that the disqualification was because tests indicated the presence of XY chromosomes through specifics. Those specifics were not disclosed. And apparently that happened again. Well, I don't really know. Let's see. The main takeaway looks to be that this fight only lasted 46 seconds, and the also female opponent was like, I've never been hit that fucking hard in my entire life.
Now, hopefully, folks, the stream doesn't go offline here, because we know the Olympics are very...
Should I not?
They're very strongly protected of their copyright, so...
Well, God, we'll see.
Maybe we'll play it for a little bit and then see. Oh, look, the uploader's way ahead of us here.
Yeah,
They know all the tricks.
Alright, if we can only make it through. Alright, they called it.
Well, I guess that just speaks for itself right there, doesn't it?
Let's see. What is that? Mr. Rogers?
What?
Let's see what he has to say.
This was not supposed to be part of the slideshow.
Boys are boys
what is this?
From the beginning. If you were born a boy, you stay a boy.
Okay, this is not approved content for the show.
No.
Just skip ahead. Just skip ahead to the next story. God damn it.
Alright, guys. I am sorry about that. I don't know. I've never actually heard of Mr. Rogers. I'm not sure what he was singing there, but that is not something that we agree with at Cage Tech or at the Rusty Cage show.
It's very, very unprofessional. We gotta... Samir needs to get a hold of those interns and maybe make them do their jobs a little better. It was a different time, folks. Anyway, Concord, the biggest flop disaster in gaming history.
Concord?
Yeah.
Now, what is this about? Explain it to me explain it to me like I'm someone who hasn't been around for 9 months and I have no idea what any of this is.
All right, so you know the game Overwatch, right?
Barely.
So you know the game Team Fortress 2, right?
No, barely.
So
Yes.
you know...
I don't know how it's played.
So you know the game Quake, right?
Yeah, it's like an old Gen X game.
Yeah.
I think.
All right, so Quake eventually inspired Team Fortress 2, which inspired Overwatch. And then I guess Overwatch made a bunch of money, so then the people at Sony said, all right, we should just do that with our own original characters. So apparently they spent like 8 years and $400 million to make this new game called Concord, where you go around and shoot people. It's a hero shooter,
Okay.
Rusty. This is the hero shooter genre. I know you've been checked out of video games for a while, but this is the hottest new thing in gaming. This is what people want. And yeah, so they basically spent reportedly $400 million to make it, and then it came out right around Labor Day weekend, and they sold probably 1,000 copies.
Wait. Sorry. So they wanted to come out with this great game that was... Maybe I did miss something. Why'd they only sell 1,000 copies?
It turns out people weren't interested in buying a game with these character designs.
It's just that they're shitty character designs. They're too all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, people don't want to play as like that blue elf girl or this random Nordic-looking man in a life preserver. It's a little bit unfortunate. $400 million down the drain. Something Cage Neck would know something about,
No,
right?
we wouldn't.
But
Cage Tech
anyway,
wouldn't know anything about losing money.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest financial loss out of any single game in history.
Yeah, that's an insane amount of money.
Possibly E.T. was worse, but that was more of a disaster based on the ripple effects for the industry. This was a self-contained disaster where...
Is this like because it looks like maybe it's too diverse, it's too woke, so it comes off cartoonish rather than coherent in the world that they're trying to build? There's no rusticness. Everyone has purple hair and rainbow-colored outfits.
Well, you know, Rusty, it's important to give a platform for alternative voices.
That's right, but it does look a little gay. Which is okay, because I don't think all games should be gay.
Well, you know, Overwatch was successful because it had a lot of porn of their characters, and these characters just don't look like the type of characters you want to watch a porno of, animated and source filmmaker?
I think that a very solid 3% of this audience would disagree with you on that statement. And if you are a part of that 3% that would like to see porn made of these people, put a 1 in the chat. We don't have to wait for that.
Well, I don't think that's coming, because even if we do have that 3% of people, they did not buy Concord. It was a total loss, Rusty.
All right, we're gonna have to rush through these, aren't we?
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
All right. Sorry. We're having too much fun, gang. We have a lot of slides here, and we're only on September 3rd. So this is Joey Chestnut versus Kobayashi.
Yeah, you know, I was bummed when this happened, because I thought to myself, man, this is something Rusty would have really have wanted to see live.
I'm a huge fan of Kobayashi. I remember growing up watching him doing like food eating challenges where he'd eat the most cow brains that he possibly could. He was the rock star in the food eating community, but he got kicked out of Nathan's Major League hot dog eating contest because he was competing in other eating contests, and they wanted to make it entirely exclusive. And Joey Chestnut was also banned from Nathan's because he got a sponsorship from Impossible Foods. I guess he stopped eating meat. That's a queer thing to do.
Rusty, this is a plant-based show.
I said queer, I didn't say it was bad. But you're right. This is a plant-based show.
I think it's wonderful that he went over to Impossible Foods.
Well, let's see what happened here, because it looks like this long-standing rivalry between Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi has finally come to an end. I believe Kobayashi may be retiring.
Go! We are live on Netflix and underway as Chestnut and Kobayashi renew a rivalry.
So yeah, they basically just did that for like 10 minutes.
Joey Chestnut.
Shut the fuck up, whoever this is talking. God damn, this is why I hate trying to find any clips.
Just skip to the end and show who won. Ah, there we go. American domination.
All right, the final score.
American muscle.
Yeah,
right here, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the hot dog version of.
We put boots to asses. Boots to asses, baby.
It's the hot dog version of Hiroshima.
Yeah, take that. Japan, it's over. You have to stop making anime forever, because we beat you once and for all in hot dogging.
So just for the record, the final score was Chestnut eating 83 hot dogs in 10 minutes and Kobayashi eating 66.
But you know, someone who wasn't eating 83 hot dogs in 10 minutes for the past couple years. Rusty, this may surprise you, but Nick Ocado is thin.
Oh, he's always 2 steps ahead, isn't he?
2 steps ahead, Rusty.
So he's no longer a huge lard. How the fuck did he do that?
Ozempic?
How quickly can you lose weight on Ozempic? He was fat.
I guess that's true. The people that take Ozempic, it's not like that.
There's no healthy way. When did...
All right, maybe he did Ozempic plus liposuction plus running a marathon every day.
What was his claim? How did he say that? So
apparently, I think he lost, 250 pounds in 2 years.
In 2 years, he lost... And so he was pre-scheduling videos for 2 years?
So it's basically he's losing 10 pounds per month continuously for 24 months.
So he's losing 2.5 pounds every week.
Yeah, that's supposedly what happened.
God damn, that seems insane. Like, how do you possibly do that in any way that doesn't kill you?
Well, there is another solution. What if the original Nick Ocado died?
And that's just
the new
his
Nick
brother?
Ocado is an imposter.
His twin, it's like that movie, The Prestige.
Well, Rusty, as we've seen, Cage Tech has had some pretty convincing life-replacing technology.
Can we just move on?
My mistake, obviously, of course. Anyway, Kamala and Trump did a debate on September 10th.
Okay, let's see how this went. So this is, they couldn't kill him. They only made him stronger.
He's looking better than ever.
Joe Biden is out.
All right, let's see.
Kamala Harris.
Let's see what Kamala has to do.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment.
I don't want to hear all
You
this
will
bullshit.
see during
I hate her voice.
windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early.
She's looking awfully presidential, don't you think?
Paying them to be there. She has a plan.
She's at the crest of the blue wave, Rusty.
Everybody's gun.
President Trump,
she has a plan
Tim Walz and I are both
She's
gun
gonna take
owners.
everyone's
We're not
guns.
taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black.
I mean,
You know, that's a disgusting thing to say about.
You just called her a non-black whore, and that's
Rusty.
That's solid. I assume he lost though. Very unpresidential.
You're looking at the future first woman president of color.
I can't wait.
And you're allowing Trump to say these disgusting things.
I just wish I could vote for her.
Well, unfortunately, that ship has sailed.
All right. Well, it seems like.
Anyway,
things can't get any worse.
9/11.
Fuck.
Actually,
don't tell me it's happened again.
No, this is just archival footage. We did not experience a second 9/11.
But it was 9/11 though. 9/11 did occur.
9/11 occurred as a calendar date during 2024. Yes.
Can we just take a moment? It's a moment of remembrance and silence. Okay, F in the chat for 9/11. Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. Well, honestly, I can't think of anything worse that could happen in the world besides 9/11. Especially if you happen to be... Gulp? P. Diddy arrested? Finally?
Rusty.
Did P. Diddy finally get arrested?
I know, it's crazy. You were saying all this stuff behind the scenes for like 3 years now.
No, listen, I've been railing about fucking the rap industry and how they've had this sexploitation, especially that the rap industry is mostly homosexual. So there's nothing wrong with being a homosexual. However, they mask it, they hide it, and then they all film each other R-wording. Retarding each other. And then they use it as blackmail to get better deals out of the new hires, their new artists.
You know, I know you kept telling me all this stuff.
Dude, I want to fucking make a video on this.
Every night you were telling me. But unfortunately, since you were deceased while this was happening, you get the distinction of being completely correct, but receiving none of the pride or credit or admiration from calling your shot beforehand.
Well, thank God I died. I missed a piece of American history. Let's see what this has to say. Oh, the Freak Off's Dark List. Now, I remember seeing so many of these back in the day where videos were coming out from people who worked with him, secretaries, his ex-bodyguards, and they're all saying, like, this dude is just doing gay shit nonstop. If someone wants to get a deal, they'll make him S their D, if you know what that means. Are we allowed to say all this?
They'll make them pew their boo-boo.
Yeah, they have to pew the boo-boo, as Diddy would say, in order to get that record deal. This is no secret in the hip-hop community.
Never told you to say that anyone was gay, for the record.
So Meek Mills is gay.
No, he seemed very unhappy with that characterization.
Mills, Meek, and Diddy. You think that's real? Leaked audio?
Rusty, the power of AI has come a long way. Who's to say whether any extremely incriminating piece of evidence is real anymore?
That's very true. Let's see what this guy has to say, though.
Spike, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own room, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone.
Kind of gay,
Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on.
He went into overdrive.
Slapping against
oh boy.
Chicks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard
struggling.
Niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah.
As much as I like to discredit this obviously random man who is clearly not of a high enough social fabric to be invited to such a prestigious party.
Listen, the Breakfast Club, they also...
Segueing into the Drink Champs interview when you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody.
Did you see that?
Of course, I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No. When they started
I've seen this before. They call him gay.
Pause game. With no, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But yeah.
That's too long.
Nah, I was coming.
It seems like there's a lot of evidence.
They have a compilation. I remember this clip. There's a whole compilation of The Breakfast Club playing all these clips of Diddy just doing these insanely sus things, and he's like, "No, I never did nothing like that. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about."
And you had your whole theory about this. You were just about to make a video, and then
what is this?
All of a sudden, your head got chopped off mysteriously.
A little while ago, it was claimed that a sex tape involving Diddy and an A-list male celebrity was making its rounds in the market. It was also revealed that not only one, but multiple people are selling the tape, and that the faces of both Diddy and a mysterious man,
a Will Smith-shaped man,
a Will Smith look-alike, might have been getting fucked with Diddy. Well, that's not looking good. So he's arrested and he's facing some shit.
Damn, someone better call the MIB, am I right?
What's he actually facing? What are his charges here?
Oh, Diddy's charges. Like racketeering,
let's see, this guy,
human trafficking.
Brianna Bongolan lawsuit. Fashion designer Brianna something alleges that in 2016 Combs assaulted her by dangling her over a 17-story balcony and molesting her. How do you dangle someone over a 17-story?
You have to have great core strength to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's a tough.
He can probably do like sit-ups while like suspended on a pull-up bar.
But yeah, it looks like he's also alleged to be bringing A-list celebrities to his famed freak-off parties and having them have sex with sex-trafficked people, including underage children.
Oh, well, so Dr. Disrespect would like being at that party, allegedly.
I wonder right now if Ashton Kutcher could somehow be brought down with his association with Diddy. Is that something that could possibly happen in the future?
Well, Rusty, you're running out of people to make videos on because a bunch of people are getting roped in every single day. In fact, there's probably been 3 more people roped in the last month.
Did any of the victims go on Ellen and say their story?
I don't know about that. Maybe they can go on Anisha's show.
Well, what's this? Oh, what the fuck? Jay-Z?
We've got some breaking news to get to. A civil lawsuit has been filed.
Rusty, you're running out of stuff to take credit for predicting.
Girl back in 2000. The suit alleges that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, raped the girl after the Video Music Awards alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The victim says she was invited to an after party.
So it's in the mainstream news, so he's definitely guilty.
Oh God, who else?
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
LeBron! No!
LeBron! Oh man, that helicopter is going down early in January of 2025. That is a prediction of mine, allegedly.
Oh no. Bro thought he was chasing Jordan. He about to be chasing the soap in the federal penitentiary.
He loved it.
Oh no.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party. You already know that.
Oh, how is this going to affect LeBron's legacy, everyone? How is this going to affect his legacy?
Well, nothing can top that.
Oh, well. Anyway, in other news, Trump got assassinated again. Well, it failed again, but yeah, someone else tried to kill him.
All right, this guy looks insane.
Bunch of people trying to kill presidential candidates all of a sudden.
So this guy, he tried to shoot him at a golf course, but he was spotted by the Secret Service and they picked him up. But previously, he had tried to offer $150,000 to anyone who could assassinate Donald Trump.
Well, let this go to show that a golf course is one of the safest places you can be.
That's right.
In the event of a deranged killer trying to murder you with a firearm.
Now look at this guy and tell me, patsy, CIA, just crazy, or something else entirely?
Ah, dude, he's not in America anymore.
Look at his weird stomach face.
Dude, they took him into custody.
Yeah?
And he's 15,000 miles away now.
Is he in Ukraine?
Could be.
Where the fuck is he?
I doubt he's in America anymore.
I don't remember hearing about any trials from him.
You go to look at the cell. You could go to where his supposed cell is, where he's being detained.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bunch of straw and a volleyball with a face painted on it under the covers.
Yeah, right.
He's not in America anymore. No one even knows who this guy is. Just like the other supposed Trump shooter.
Correct. Well, they took him out.
Yeah, no one knows who. No details can be found.
That's interesting. If anyone can, if we're wrong about that, because I need to look into this. But where is this guy at? Is there any proof of life? Is there any updates on his location? Anything about him? Okay. Well, speaking of...
In other news,
coups,
more terrorism.
How far do we have left to go?
More terrorism
right now,
in
some 150
the Levant.
people have been wounded in Beirut suburbs and other parts of Lebanon after their handheld pagers reportedly exploded today. Many suffered wounds to their hands or near their pants pockets. Lebanese state media and security officials says it was not immediate.
This is the guy I think they were trying to get, the supposed Hezbollah member. But this dude over here, he's just looking at limes.
Pants pockets. Lebanese state media and security officials says it was not immediately clear if people were killed. A senior military
this is like
intelligence
the
official
fertile
and an
origin of civilization. So they must have great produce there.
So it looks like the exploding pagers. Reports indicate that Israeli intelligence agencies may have intercepted shipments of these pagers, inserting explosives before they reach Hezbollah members. 12 deaths, 2,800 individuals were injured. That's not a good kill rate.
Well,
including the death of civilians, notably an 8-year-old girl amongst the deceased. Now, I think if I would say I was Israel, and I allegedly did something like this, I would not take credit for it, especially if it killed a civilian innocent child. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirms that he did authorize the operation, despite opposition from senior defense and political officials. That's, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You know, this is like the 9/11 for the pager industry. I don't think anyone's going to be using a pager ever again after this.
This is it. I predict that pagers will fall out of fashion very soon.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna. Sorry, I said we're gonna race.
In a little bit of weather news, there was a bit of a bad hurricane season while you were gone. So, in that regard, you did pick a good time to go away because even here in our little bunker in Florida at the Cage Tech tax-free tax haven headquarters.
Is that where we are?
Yeah, we got pretty fucked up by Hurricane Helene, but the worst of the damage happened a fair bit north in the Appalachian Mountains. After receiving record rainfall, there was mass destruction of infrastructure from flash flooding.
Jesus. In North Carolina, you're saying a hurricane fucked them up?
Right. Damages in western North Carolina were estimated at $53 billion.
Jesus.
Well, it's a good thing the government has plenty of money to help rebuild this part of the country.
I remember this is what FEMA's for. Things like... FEMA employees fired for telling workers to ignore homes of Trump supporters during hurricane relief efforts.
Oh, that's just... people have bad days, Rusty.
No. What the fuck is this? In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, FEMA provided various forms of assistance to affected individuals, including a one-time payment of $750 per household.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. See, the government does care enough. If you pay your taxes long enough, eventually your life will turn around. $750, and how much does it cost to rebuild your entire house?
Well, I mean, for all of them, 53 million or billion.
Well, these are the toughest, hardest workers of America. I'm sure they'll make ends meet.
Yeah, the exact total of deaths and missing individuals currently remains unknown, and many residents of the area are still in dire need of help. If you are up there in North Carolina, in the Appalachian Mountains, or any places that were affected by Helene, Good luck. I don't know. I thought I was supposed to have maybe like a charity or something to promote. We can start one.
I'm afraid that Cage Tech is not in the charity business.
It looks like Mr. Beast was flamed for Lunchable.
Yeah, Mr.
Lunchables.
Beast teamed up with Logan Paul and KSI. This is the ultimate dream team that everyone wanted. Mr. Beast Feastables combined with Prime Energy Drink or Prime Gatorade Sugar Salt Water, whatever the hell.
Awesome.
Prime
Diabetes
is.
and cancer in one package fed to our children.
You Zoomers like this.
Do they?
I mean, I'm a Zoomer, and I don't like it. But I'm on the older end of Zoomers.
It looks disgusting. Lunchables were always disgusting.
Guys, do we like Lunchly? Can I get a hell yeah?
Have you seen any reviews about Lunchlies or?
Well, one woman found mold.
Can we get some? Wait, what did you say?
One woman found mold in her Lunchly.
Oh, that's not good.
That was pretty bad press. I mean, like I said, Mr. Beast's entire reputation is down the toilet. Unfortunate. Who would have thought the two mistakes would be allegedly employing a groomer and opening up a competitor to Lunchables? That's what sunk the Mr. Beast empire.
The thing about Mr. Beast is, like, you can have an empire and you can go through lulls, but there's really nothing that's going to sink, you know, a good piece of content. Something like Mr. Beast can't be taken down with controversy because people can always see the true art behind it. So I feel like the Mr. Beast arc is not dead. Uh-oh. Joker 2 is a flop.
Rusty, I know how much you liked the original Joker.
Of course.
So this is some pretty heartbreaking news.
It was the perfect mix between Taxi Driver and what was that others?
The King of Comedy?
The King of Comedy and the Joker, which is what every white person's young male's disenfranchised dream is. So why could Joker 2 came out and it was somehow a flop? 31% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rusty, the film was not well received.
Who's that? That's the basketball player.
That's not Caitlin Clark.
Ava Tyson.
That's Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Otherwise known as Lillian Gagalini. And I think Todd Phillips has been in hiding ever since this movie came out.
Well, what was wrong with it? Did you see it?
I did see it. And you know what? I think some people went a little bit too far in hating this movie. I didn't think it was that bad, but...
Do you think that there's a reason why the second one was so bad and the first one was so good?
I don't know. Maybe people are afraid of people taking action and killing CEOs or something.
Yeah, right. Because, like, CEOs, we already saw the Trump assassinations and...
He won, Rusty. Donald Trump got elected president again.
Again?
Yes.
The reality TV star, the guy from the You're Fired show, The Apprentice, he won?
Yeah, and he's also orange.
Oh, God. Oh, here we go again. I picked a perfect time to come back to life.
Well, I'll have you know Cage Tech provided generous amounts of funding to both campaigns.
No, this isn't right. I don't like this. I mean, I can feel the stress. I'm sorry. This is just me coping. I don't mean to do this on the show, but he finally won when everyone feared that he would. I thought they would just have done a third assassination attempt. What do we do now? People like me can't handle this. I'm not ready for it.
Well, he's not technically the president yet. We still have a few more days of Biden.
Just give me a moment.
I think we've all earned a bit of mourning for...
Can we have a moment of silence?
Yeah.
For the life of our nation. His silence was so emotional. this voice.
It's okay to be emotional, everyone. We understand. You know,
Come on up
when I
here,
was in college, and this is a true story, by the way. I had a friend who was liberal, and we were like in the dorms area the night Trump got elected in 2016.
Okay.
And I talked to him afterwards, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, you doing okay?" And he said, "Oh, it's fine. Just 1,250 more days before I can feel joy again."
Jesus Christ, shoot yourself in the head. Not you.
And now I'm just thought to myself, the timer started again.
Well, all right, so I guess Trump won. I mean, that's a little upsetting, but what's the worst that can happen? I mean, it's not like he, oh, fuck. He brought Elon Musk in as one of his advisors, along with Vivek Ramaswamy. Well, you know what's good about all this? Finally, we have a government that's run by a bunch of insanely rich billionaires, including the richest man in the world. So now our voice, the average people, can be heard.
They used to have donated to the candidates to just have like George Bush or Bill Clinton or whatever like do their work, but now they could just do it on their own. It cuts out the middleman completely.
So Trump announced that he's appointing Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to lead the newly established Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Ugh.
Rusty?
That is the cringiest, corniest. You know when he brought that up, everyone kind of turned away and said...
Rusty, Reddit has entered the White House.
Reddit has entered the fucking White House? Well, all right. Elon Musk, smart guy, runs a bunch of businesses. How cringy could he possibly be?
Now that don't require voter ID, California, where you...
Okay,
is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here. Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
Yes, occupy Mars.
Hi, everyone. As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA. Well, first of all, I want to
It's not looking good, gang.
To be here and
dark
guys,
gothic emo MAGA.
The true test.
I think you're I think you're missing the opportunity here. The government's about to get more efficient because now the billionaires can just run it on their own.
That's right. They
don't need like 80-year-old. They don't need like octogenarians to like go through a brief period of resolve in between dementia episodes to actually fill out their laws. They could just do it themselves. The government's getting more efficient, guys.
Okay, all right. Let's get through this. So let's see, UFOs again.
In the discussions, it's simply about material, or is there discussion about it was previously testified that there was biologics that were collected. Are you aware of any of that?
I am, sir, aware of the reporting that biologics have been recovered. Again, my focus was more nuts and bolts, looking at the
all right, so they're once again saying that aliens have been found. This is, what, the 6th or 7th time in the past 2 years?
So I'm certainly not a medical expert.
Guys, aliens are real.
Probably provide you
they're real, and they're just watching us for entertainment.
You must believe us.
We are the circus. We are the entertainment. We are the show, but we're not a podcast.
Types of creatures.
Okay, Jake Paul. Now, this is very unexpected. Why would Jake Paul be fighting
now
58-year-old Mike Tyson?
I think this fight got scheduled right about the time that you had your little accident. So, who do you think is going to win? Because you haven't seen the ending yet. You don't know the result.
Well, as Norm Macdonald said, I would always vote for the bigger, blacker guy, so I would say Mike Tyson in this case.
All right, 58-year-old Mike Tyson.
He looks fit.
Well, let's see how your prediction turns out.
Let's just skip ahead.
Oh, look. Tyson doesn't have a scratch on him. I bet he whooped his ass.
Look how fucking tired Jake Paul is. Let's just see Mike Tyson.
Oh, wait. I don't know if you saw those statistics there.
Oh, no.
Come on, Mike. Hit him back. Hit him back, Mike.
Yeah, why isn't he punching him?
Let's see. 28-5. And that's just that round.
God, what a boring fight. Hit him. Okay.
Everyone?
No, this is over. So I would have thought that Mike Tyson should have won, but
no, it turns out that
Jake Paul
succeeded in defeating a 58-year-old man at boxing.
Well, why didn't he hit him back? I don't understand.
I guess he was trying to. He maybe got like 18 punches in the entire time.
Jake Paul is 27, got $40 million to fight. Mike Tyson, 58, was estimated to get $20 million. Many speculate over the rules of the fight, which appear to have included stipulations that restricted Tyson's abilities to use certain moves like uppercuts, as well as the incentive for him to go all 8 rounds to get the $20 million payout. Well,
fellas, I think boxing might be done.
Well,
but
in your return to
at
the
least,
ring,
even though the main event was not very eventful, we did get a few highlights out of the weekend.
for this fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time.
How long is this?
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die. And
Fuck yeah, Mike Tyson.
Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust.
I can agree with
nothing. Our legacy.
Oh, come on now.
And we got to see Mike Tyson's butt. How about that? That was worth the price of admission and the Netflix stream constantly lagging and shutting down during the most important part.
So, now it looks like President Joe Biden, I guess he's still the president, authorized Ukraine to utilize U.S.-supplied long-range missiles for strikes within Russian borders.
It looks like Biden's a little upset that the Democrats lost the election to Trump again, so he's throwing a little temper tantrum, trying to send us into nuclear winter for generations.
All right, so he's sending us into, as a last-ditch effort, leaving the office, to do something that could potentially put us in World War III when it seems like no one wants this war to continue. He's authorizing Ukraine to use deep state missiles that essentially show that the U.S. has to be fully involved because they're controlled by
I guess as you've probably figured out by now, yes, the U.S. is still basically at war with Ukraine.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the funding is up to, according to this source, $183 billion.
Dang, divide that by the amount of people that could have got that money in North Carolina instead of $750 from FEMA. If only our budget, instead of sending money to
Rusty,
fucking corrupt Ukraine.
You don't see, Ukraine is important. It's geopolitically important.
Well, all right, here's at least the things that are good that came out of Ukraine. Hunter Biden got arrested, and I know he was involved with Ukraine. He was kind of like this little puppet son of the president, using his father's influence for power. He ran, what was it, Bethesda, or is that the gaming company?
Yeah,
Charisma.
He ran Bethesda.
I don't remember. Well, at least he got his just. Never mind. Fuck it.
Oh, speaking of Hunter Biden, justice has been served. You didn't think they'd let Trump win and not let Hunter Biden walk away with a W as well.
He got his W.
He got his W.
He can smoke crack.
W in the chat for Hunter.
Out of prison now.
He can trade for crack in a luxurious minimum security prison with conjugal visit. Well, no, actually not, because he's going to be a free man. A free man, everyone.
Okay, well, at least this year can't get any worse.
Rusty, I have terrible news. Haley Welsh was not the honest all-American girl that everyone thought she was.
Haley Welsh, the mastermind behind the Hawk Tuah meme, don't tell me that she did something that was incorrect.
I'm afraid we're going to have to let the evidence speak for itself.
Fuck.
Oh,
price
CoffeeZilla.
itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being...
Today we're breaking down the Hawk Tuah scam, exactly how it
Hawk
happened,
Tuah scam?
and I'm going to confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night, and let me just say, it didn't go very well.
Look at this guy.
I
He got all rich off our money suckle
Raise my hand.
predictions,
Hey,
and
guys.
now he's just rubbing it in our face.
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
and
then
I've
why
been
the fuck are you on?
Profiting from the rug pull, I think it's relevant.
We didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
You're saying that.
Okay, so what happened here? It looks like the Hawk Tuah girl came out with a coin based around sucking dick or spitting on dick.
Yep, lost 91% of its market value instantaneously,
Wow.
leaving all investors holding the empty bag.
So how did she get out of this sticky situation?
price itself.
She's being
but just
grilled
in
by
terms of the fact that there's
CoffeeZilla.
fees that are being generated, there's an actual like
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But
Yeah.
anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Well.
I guess we're talking over here.
So what happened to that $490 million?
Our sources tell us that Haley has not been seen or heard of since.
Well, I hope that she comes out with a Hawk Tuah meme too.
Anyway, some good news. I mean, some even more horrifically tragic news. Beloved CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, was savagely slain on the streets of Manhattan by a barbaric criminal.
I gotta see this.
Police sources tell ABC News United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is dead after being shot in Midtown Manhattan. The shooting happened near the Midtown Hilton. Thompson was not staying in the hotel, but we've learned he was in New York for an investors conference. Police say right now they
That's
believe
an
that
honest
shooting was
man, right
targeted.
there.
and our
That's
Bill
a
Lipoff is
hard-working
here
man.
in
That's a
studio
man
with
who
the
knows he
latest on
worked
this.
hard for what he has.
He made a little
To hear
money.
about anyone being shot is
Who
obviously.
the fuck is Phil? This guy needs to shut the fuck up. So,
anyway, there was a national manhunt for about 5 days, and eventually they found him.
They caught the guy? They caught this
found the
savage?
shooter. They found the shooter. His name is Luigi.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
There's no fucking way. Luigi, the disgruntled brother of Mario, who also had back problems and faced issues whenever he was trying to get health insurance to cover it.
He gave the Unabomber's manifesto 4 stars on Goodreads.
Oh, out of 5?
Yeah. So he's got good taste. You
Yeah,
know?
right. He's not being dishonest.
He's a tasteful individual, photogenic individual. This is probably the most lusted for shooter
Since Ted Bundy? Like killer?
Since Ted Bundy, probably.
Alleged. Has he been charged?
Good afternoon. I'm
Yeah.
Ryan Yamamoto. The arrest comes after a
Ryan Yamamoto.
Maybe one day on the show we gotta do a tournament of serial killers and shooters to see who the Rusty Cage Show audience votes as the most attractive.
Now,
and was carrying multiple
they're saying that's the guy?
IDs as well as
Yep.
Is that the same person?
Apparently that's him. He's already been indicted.
Look how big the bridge of his nose is there. Does that match up with...
Well, he is Italian.
That's true. Luigi.
Yeah.
Guys, is this guy innocent? Is this Luigi Mangione character with the fake name?
Damn, a lot of people getting shot at this year. It's kind of strange. Oh yeah, and
good photo op.
they
How
gave
quickly
him-
did they catch him? I imagine this was a manhunt that took several months.
I guess they gave him more security detail while he was being walked to prison unarmed than they gave Trump during any of his rallies.
Perfect lighting, all the NYPD. It looks like they caught the guy in a timely manner, and they're bringing him to justice. And everyone should be proud that the NYPD and the federal government, or whoever else is involved, they found this guy and they brought him down.
Chat, press 1 if you think he's the shooter. Press 2 if you think he's not the shooter.
Okay. All right. How much longer do we have? How do people do this every day? I guess it's not hard. It's just tiring.
Well, Rusty, since you are technically a cyberkinetic organism, you're theoretically unable to get tired.
Whoa, I see a lot of twos. Wait, so they don't think that this guy killed the CEO. Then who did? Wait, I know who did. Allegedly. Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah, where was Alec Baldwin the day it happened?
That's right.
Someone should go check his
Haven't seen him since.
Another manslaughter charge. You know, they say that when the serial killers get away with it, they get a big rush and they immediately go to commit another crime like it. Well, anyway, we're almost at the present day here, so bear with us, folks. Starting December 10th, a bunch of mysterious drones started showing up over the New York area. Now, how again did they supposedly catch this shooter at some random McDonald's 5 days after the shooting?
Yeah, really quickly, and these drones supposedly have been flying around for several weeks.
There's a bunch of drones over the same exact area.
And if I had to guess, I imagine hobbyists, misidentifications.
Oh yeah, a lot of boomer-age men love these drones.
Yeah, yeah. So there's just a lot of drones flying over New Jersey.
I see. They forgot to... The media forgot to report on how it was International Fly Your Drone Day.
Well, they did that last time. I mean, this ties in with the aliens thing, because I remember the weather balloon, the Chinese weather balloon that they were saying were UAPs. I guess it was unidentified aerial phenomenon. Well, maybe.
No, John,
this
that's
guy
the
knows.
point. Why doesn't the United States government know? It
What's
seems
wrong with
silly.
him?
I mean, it feels a lot like the
Why is
Chinese
he nodding?
spy balloon. It
He's
was
a
like,
weird
we
liar.
don't know, it's not a problem. Then we watched
This
it
guy's,
go
like,
all the way
insides are
across the
turning into
country,
a
and we
knot right
kept
now.
hearing, we're not really sure
think he
where
thinks
it
she's
came
hot?
from
He's
until
a
we
press
saw it
secretary.
popped and,
This guy
floated
looks
down
like
over
a
the
honey
ocean.
baked ham.
That's not quite how it went. We were
That's
very
not
honest with
quite
you.
how it
I wish I
went.
could
That's
tell you
not
exactly
quite how
why
it
we don't have an
went.
answer for you here.
Yeah,
in
we
the
have no
afternoon of the
idea what the
13th
hell is
of
going
December,
on,
but I
but
can tell
I'll
you that
sit
we're
here in front of a
working on it
camera and
very,
tell you
very
about
hard
it.
to know, because we want to answer those questions the same as those folks in New Jersey want answers to them, and we are working on this
Well,
very,
we
very
don't
hard.
have any
We know
answers.
we're
No,
gonna
I hear
be
you.
as
This
transparent
is
as we
shocking.
can.
I got to tell you, this is shocking. Okay, and I'm not the only
Well-
person who feels this way. This was happening at Langley a month ago. Okay, these
just a
people are
second.
not crazy. They're seeing these things with their own eyes. This is not normal behavior. They are not planes that are coming in one direction.
Well, anyway,
and
the
they're
future
heading into
president
Newark
has something
Airport.
to say about it.
Yeah, Donald Trump, he'll give it to us straight. He won't give some weird answer.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey?
Yeah. Why did you have the same reaction as that other guy? Oh yeah, these silly drones.
This
that-
old story.
I don't know what people got themselves so worked up about.
Really?
Our military knows where they took off from. If it's a
Damn.
garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it
He's
came
spilling
from
the
and
beans.
where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be
For some
better off
reason.
saying what it is. Our military knows, and our president knows. And for some reason, they want
That's
to
actually
keep
a crazy-
suspense. I can't imagine it's the
It's a
enemy.
crazy thing for like the press secretary or the co-press secretary to be denying it up and down, saying we have no idea. You know, all we know is
Yeah.
that they're safe and
But
don't worry about it.
I'm just surprised that a sentient ham was able to work its way all the way up to press secretary. That's very impressive.
Yeah, listen, the sentients, don't sleep on them because they can come back.
Well, anyways, in other news.
Why didn't anyone just shoot down the drones?
Well, they were too busy shooting up other things.
Oh no, you hate to see that.
We almost went through a whole year. Well, actually, there was one in Georgia, but it wasn't in our show notes. But another shooting, folks.
So let me guess, that's one of the victims. Poor girl got shot at some school, some Christian school.
That's
Looks like.
actually Turkey Tom's new girlfriend. No, it's actually the shooter of the shooter of the school. And
Well,
she had,
you know what?
she
They
had a
needed-
manifesto. Apparently, it wasn't very good. Tragedy.
Wait, her
Obviously.
manifesto was cringe?
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh God.
We don't have it in the show notes here, so I cannot confirm. But I've heard that the manifesto was in fact cringe. Yeah, keep sending your kids to public school. Anyway, In other news for you Gen Alpha viewers, Skibidi Toilet has officially been added to Fortnite.
How? Why? I've never played Fortnite. This is great news.
It is great news if you're between the ages of 8 and 14.
No, I'm already over the Skibidi Toilet memes. And so what does this mean for Fortnite? What does this mean for our nation?
Gen Alpha in chat, are you excited for the Skibidi Toilet bundle in Fortnite?
All right, tell me that something good closes this year out.
Unfortunately, avian flu is spreading rampantly throughout various cattle and poultry depots in America.
Bird flu?
Yes.
Which is probably a allegedly made up virus that was created to sell vaccines.
No, Rusty, you better get your mask on and sanitize those hands and start going out and buying toilet paper because the clock's back. Clock's back to exactly where it was 4 years ago.
Hell yeah. Flu season is back, baby. Well, tell me that they at least... Dang, that was yesterday.
Yes.
So tell me they at least... Because I didn't see anything on this. Did they ever catch those
religious figures?
Those religious figures that were crawling out of tunnels in New York? Because I remember this.
You know,
being very viral and kind of just going away for some reason.
You know, I think that this actually would have been very convenient for a certain healthcare CEO recently to get around.
Well, yeah, why don't they just travel underground? Why was the healthcare CEO just walking around? This is fucking hilarious, though. I mean, I honestly have no idea what these tunnels are.
Oh, and that... All right. So that basically brings us to the present day. Oh, also, Destiny sucked a dick and Nick Fuentes almost got killed by someone trying to break into his house.
Oh, Destiny sucked a dick.
But anyway, that brings us to the present day.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our year in review.
Yes, we have, as the year comes to an end, it's time that we remember those who we have lost.
Unfortunately, 2024 did result in some celebrity deaths, so we have prepared a little bit of a slideshow to honor the fallen.
This year, in memoriam, a quick moment of silence. Toby Keith, yes, I was alive. I remember when Toby Keith died and everyone instantly forgot about 9/11. Rest in peace, Toby Keith. What? Bernard Hill died? What was he? He was King Theoden? Is that his name? Of Rohan? From Lord of the Rings.
He was also Captain Smith in Titanic.
How did he die?
Cause of death unknown.
Okay. Rest in peace. Morgan Spurlock.
Yeah, that's a little surprising.
I'm sure he died because he ate a bunch of McDonald's burgers.
I think it says here that he had complications from his severe alcoholism, which also took place during the filming of Super Size Me and may have contributed to his adverse health effects during that documentary film.
Uh-oh.
But he will be missed.
He certainly will. Now, that's a shame. You never want to see a 95-year-old man such as Richard Sherman die, but he was one of the great Disney songwriters. Along with his brother, they wrote songs like Chim Chim Cheree, I Want to Be Like You, the monkey song from Jungle Book, It's a Small World After All, Spoons Full of Sugar, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, Winnie the Pooh theme song, and of course, The Wonderful Thing About Tiggers.
Yes, who could forget that classic song?
No, Donald Sutherland. Nice 88-year-old man dying of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. He is Kiefer Sutherland's father, and he was a famed star of his own in a bunch of movies.
I'm sure all of the Gen Alpha viewers.
I know they might know the meme.
They're bawling their eyes out right now.
I forget what the meme is, where he's like pointing, afraid. Of course, Gen Alpha should also be missing Martin Muell, the comic actor from Roseanne, Arrested Development. Vlad from Danny Phantom.
Oh, I liked that character.
Yeah, died of some long illness. Now, Shelley Duvall was chopped up and hacked to pieces by Jack Nicholson, allegedly, way after The Shining was filmed. But she lived, and she died of diabetes, however.
She lived, and then she died on the shooting of the Popeye movie.
I bet she kind of wishes that she did... Oh, shit, our song is over.
You forgot to set it to loop.
I'm just going to replay it. I kind of like that song. Originally, I had Chopin, but... You know what? I'm just going to play it again. We're going to keep going. Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons took the bullet for Trump.
So he died the exact same day that Trump was assassinated.
You know, some religions believe in the idea of reincarnation. Maybe he donated his life force so Trump could live and usher in our great future.
I believe that to be
in front
true.
Of us.
He died the same day as Thomas Matthew Crooks. And apparently Shannon Doherty from 90210, Charmed, and Mallrats. Now, I always thought she was very attractive when I was growing up. I used to watch Charmed. I'm not gay. And I wasn't gay then, but I used to watch Charmed.
A lot of people from 90210 are dead now. Prematurely.
Oh, yeah.
What was going on that show?
Well, there was like a hit on Matthew Perry, wasn't there? Like, his doctors were conspiring to give him fentanyl and shit. John Amos, the actor who played Kunta Kinte as an adult in Roots and father in Good Times. Good Times was a great show, I thought, for the first season. He was only in the first season. He left after it because the show was supposed to be an empowering, black-centric show about people living in poverty on the east side of Chicago. However, they turned it into coonery, and John Amos said, no, I will not be a part of this. This is not what I'm about, and so he left. Speaking of dead black people, James Earl Jones.
Star Wars fans.
Beloved.
It is so over.
Yeah, voice of Darth Vader.
It has never been more over to be a Star Wars fan.
Mufasa. I am sure he played a lot of incredible roles on his own, and I've seen some movies, but I kind of forget off the top of my head.
Now, there is a Mufasa movie currently airing in theaters. Do you think they dedicated that movie to James Earl Jones? Because I haven't seen it. Fans in the chat, let us know. Was there an in memoriam for James Earl Jones during the Mufasa movie?
Now, he died of type 2 diabetes.
I just don't understand how that could have happened.
I don't get it. Tito Jackson, from the Jackson 5, brother of Michael Jackson. Don't have much to say about him, but he had a heart attack, and rest in peace. Professor McGonagall, dead. This is surprising news. September 27th, at 89 years old, Professor McGonagall from Downton Abbey has died. British actress. That's a shame. She was beloved, and now she's dead. Chris Christopherson. I used to know a lot of his songs. He's like a guy in like the country rebel music. Can I play a song? I'm gonna play a different song. Let's play the Chopin. Okay, let's take a serious.
Yeah, this is the part where the list is getting serious.
Chris Christopherson, you will be missed. You had a good career as an actor and a songwriter. Unfortunately, you also died. And Pete Rose, the baseball player. Now, I don't know much about baseball or Pete Rose. I knew his name because he was heavily scrutinized for gambling, right?
Right. In fact, he was banned from baseball, I believe, forever, and made ineligible for the Hall of Fame, despite, I think he might be the all-time leader in hits in Major League Baseball, or close to it. And instead, he got to live out the rest of his days in the Hall of Shame.
Well, that sucks. I mean, especially now that sports gambling is bigger than ever. And
yeah, that kind of sucks.
I know, you die. It's like being in prison for life for selling weed, and it's legal. And then you end up having to work at a weed farm. Well, at least he got to live out the rest of his days because, oh, Jesus, he didn't die, did he? Not Diddy. I don't know if he was associated with Diddy at all. Liam Payne from One Direction died somehow?
Yep, apparently fell out of a third-floor balcony while on a cocktail of up to 8 different drugs, allegedly.
Whoa.
And, yeah.
So he's on a 45-foot tall balcony while on clonazepam, whiskey, pink cocaine. What the fuck is pink cocaine? Crack and benzos.
Well, there
Just
ain't
dangerous work.
Ain't no party like a Liam party.
It's only 31
Oh, is that
years
too
old.
soon? I'm sorry, folks. All the One Direction fans out there, that was insensitive. I
Now,
shouldn't have said that.
you're a big musician guy. Do you know who Phil Lesh is?
Now, I haven't listened to much of the Grateful Dead, but my dad did tell me about one time when he went to a Grateful Dead concert, and he said he got annoyed because they kept playing random covers from other musicians.
That's all I've ever heard from the Grateful Dead, is that they just do covers. Everyone loves them. I was more of a Parrot head.
Hmm.
Let me just turn this down a little bit. Okay, we're moving into Quincy Jones, the record producer, famed record producer for over many decades. You can see as all the awards that he's holding. He produced Michael Jackson's Thriller, Bad, and conducted We Are the World, which may be super cringe. If you're familiar with We Are the World.
You also have certain theories about him. So...
I don't want to say, because I don't remember, and I have to look this up, but I've heard some bad things about Quincy Jones that are very reminiscent of the things that people are currently saying about other music moguls, such as P. Diddy. But I don't know if those are, if they're real or not.
Don't wanna fall into the trap of insulting a dead man.
That's
like
right.
Anissa.
That's right. My Christian values prevent me from doing that. And so I will say rest in peace to Quincy Jones, and also to Tony Todd, the actor that played Candyman, and he was also in Final Destination.
And I guess that pretty much brings us to the end of our in memoriam section.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really... Oh, wait, there is one more. How could we forget? Obviously, Brian Thompson was tragically slain on the streets of Manhattan by a gun-toting madman who has nothing of value to say about the state of our society.
No. There's no one else on this list? No other notable deaths of 2024?
I don't think so. Oh, yes, Rusty, there is a certain YouTuber who we remembered to put on the list.
Okay.
Too Mad was tragically... I mean, you were alive when this happened. So.
Yeah, I remember. I know. He died. This is supposed to be things that happened from March 10th to now. Well,
who was the guy that tried to cancel Too Mad? The day he died?
Was that Jameski?
It was Jameski?
Yeah, I think it was Jameski.
It was one of the Jameses of YouTube.
Oh, well, he had a lot of people were kind of...
Yeah, he said, I have evidence that will lead to the destruction of Too Mad's reputation.
I will not speak ill of the dead.
And then he just never published it. Did that ever come out?
I don't know.
Anyone watching?
I don't know. I could be behind on that. Well, I mean...
Okay, well, until that comes out, Too Mad will be fondly remembered on this show.
And finally, and I think this is for the real lovers, but Norm Macdonald.
Norm. He didn't die this year, obviously, but we just felt like we'd include him anyway because the Oscars, the Academy Awards, snubbed him when he died. They did not include Norm Macdonald. I believe it was the 2022 Oscars. They did not include him on their in memoriam list.
Well, what a tiring night.
Yes, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our inaugural show. That was definitely not pre-recorded.
Oh yeah, this is not what were people saying this was pre-recorded?
Yeah, people have been saying it the whole time, Rusty.
Oh. No, honestly, thank everyone for coming here. If you're not subscribed, you have to subscribe to this channel. This is where the edited videos are going to be. I'm not doing them on the main channel anymore. The main channel, Rusty Cage, is for music videos and music-related content. There's a reason why it has to be switched up. The reason is because diversity on a channel does not seem to work with YouTube's algorithm. The main channel is dead. New videos are going to be here. Also, If you miss one of these live streams on this channel and you want to see VODs or clips, in the description, you will see Rusty Cage live. That's where the VODs and the clips will be.
Do you see these people? They're undermining our credibility.
How?
They don't think we're actually live right now. All these people have been running their... I've been looking at them. They've been running their mouths
fuck these people.
the whole time. All these people, Little Caesars, Dirk Godman, Kemrod, Asa Nekroth, Mr. Jammy Jam, Dear Lord Raymond, Cole Henry, Crowniki, I Like Chicken, Punk City, TTT, Vampiric, Kumu 510, Lorena, Hot Dog Slayer 21, Nick... well, you almost got me with that one. Well, anyway, we are live, as a matter of fact. This is not Amateur Hour. This is the Rusty Cage Show!
Look how long they stuck around. Look how long they stuck around. 739 people at the end of a 3-hour stream. It's 10:20 at night. Get this book. I need to sell more. It's going to a good cause. It's going to Pink Crack. You can get it at cagetech.com. They'll tell you how to make a lemonade stand. Emp, would you like to close out the show? I know you just had a very vocal and energetic ending.
Well, everyone, now that you know once and for all that we are live, you can expect a lot more out of this show. Right after a brief 10-day or so hiatus from the holiday season, immediately taking the momentum of the show and just doing nothing with it for 2 weeks. But we will be back with more live shows. There will be some live shows. There will be some edited shows. We're excited about this project. A lot of work and effort has been put into this project. We brought a dead man back from the precipice. He was deceased. Legally deceased. And you're going to sit there at home with your stupid chat, typing into your computer like, oh, it's just another live stream. Oh.